Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair, and I'm your host here. And we've got an amazing show today. So today is the day. It's a very special day indeed. It's not only Sunday, which is our Friday, but of course, it is also the day we finally get to debut this last of the trilogy, which has been so much fun. It's been one of my great honors here in the last couple of days. Starting on Friday night, we had our 3-stone bezel set oval diamond band, extremely popular. Then, of course, yesterday it was the gorgeous necklace to match. Today it is the finale, the one you've been waiting for. There are, and I'm going to tell you up front, because this is where, again, when you start with this many diamonds, and they're all over 1/3 of a carat in VS, oval diamonds that they look like 1 carats all the way through, and I can prove it to you. We've got an incredible value today, but I will tell you up front, there are only 3 to go around for the entire country. That is it. 3 we can make: white gold, yellow gold, rose gold. Start thinking about what you'd like, but this is really, I got to tell you, I think with the response already and what I've heard just from those of you reaching out to me personally, I got to tell you, I don't think 3 is enough. I don't think 33 would be enough for this bangle. And you know, if you want to do some research, I know I was doing research this morning on diamond bangles, because you know, you have to kind of stay up to date. I mean, you can really research day by day because the prices are changing that rapidly out there. So it's funny, everything I pulled up, I just typed in 4.5 CTT dub, that means carat weight, total weight, that carat total weight. And I typed in diamond bangle, and everything that came up, unless you really went like deep down into that log, they were all lab grown, and they were still more than I'm going to charge you for the natural diamond. So I got to say, we've got, of course, you know us for values. We're going to bring in an amazing one today on diamonds. We have some Tanzanites here, not just in a ring, but also in a pendant. Oh yeah, pendant, yellow diamond together in Tanzanite. There's our ring. Fabulous ideas coming up. This is really like an all-star show. Then, if you are a heart-shaped girl, we have a heart-shaped yellow diamond ring. We have a heart-shaped yellow diamond necklace. I don't know where you're going to find that anywhere else. Again, in natural diamonds that are fancy color from the earth, but we've got it. And speaking of yellow diamonds, I have a designer style here. Yellow diamonds, they're going to be about 3 1/3 carats. I have a green diamond pendant as well. I know how many of you love the greens. So we've got quite the show for you as we have our final 3 hours together here of this week, okay? So also there's a big blowout on some of my larger Cuprians. They're the purple Paraibas, so we're going to bring those out. All really big sizes. I do have a Paraiba that's blue-green as well. That's been newly marked down as of a couple of hours ago. We also have a stunning Kunzite round, and you name it, we got it. One more thing to tell you about, we have some turquoise earrings, and I'm very excited about turquoise studs. They're still going to have the diamonds with them, so we amped them up a little bit for you. Got some incredible turquoise, and what a show we're going to have. So again, diamond bangle coming up. When should we do this? You feeling like 11 o'clock? That's an hour from now. Well, 57 minutes and 10 seconds, but who's counting? We've got this bangle. We'll do that on the early side, okay? So 11 o'clock Pacific time, just a few minutes away. And we have a really cool way to start here. I'm going to start with the Kunzite because I know that there was a solitaire here the other day and a lot of you missed out on it. So brought you another one, got busy, made one. Isn't that the beauty of being your own factory, is you can, you know, find out what people need and make it right away so that you don't have to miss out. And take a look at this. This is our solitaire emerald cut. Now it's going to have some diamonds as well, but look at this. And of course, if you have any requests whatsoever, want to hear from you, want to find what you're looking for, want to help you own the dream piece at a, well, I think it's pretty safe to say we got the best values on planet Earth. You already know that. It's what we've been doing for a decade, but it's certainly all about some very important values here today that are going to exceed what we've ever had, because I've never had a diamond bangle with this size diamonds before. So let's talk about 112-9496, because, you know, got to tantalize you a little bit for the first 56 minutes leading up to that diamond bangle. So here we go. It is a fabulous Kunzite in the emerald cut. It's a 404 no less, and that's going to have 15 points. Where are the diamonds? Oh, they're along the sides. This is that side profile halo. So instead of putting the halo where we all expect it to be, right across the top and along the border of that stone, we put them on the side, all the way around. So 4 sides, of course, and they're all done in diamonds. So you end up seeing them from the profile, and you can stack away with it, put whatever you want next to it, because you see how it actually has that concave style basket. So it makes it really easy if you want to stack alongside of it. But here's what it looks like on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this looks like, it's the way really fine diamonds are set often in engagement styles and whatnot, where you see that really important. I mean, that is such, I mean, I know the most, There's this really, she's my aunt. She has a really, really nice diamond. It looks exactly like this, but with a white diamond. And this is a little more unusual, rare piece that, you know, if you've got a really special stone, you like to show it off and kind of leave it to its lonesome. Talk about that minimalistic, but really lets the stone shine through, stand out. Oh yeah, there's that bangle. Oh, shameless plug. I mean, I've been wearing it for a week, so, you know, very excited. Well, that's not even true. They didn't even let me wear it Wednesday, Thursday. It was Friday. Friday was the first time I got to put it on and give you a little glimpse. But here we go. It feels like regal. And for that to look large on me, it's a big bangle. And I don't mean large in the size. I'm talking about those diamonds. They are really incredible. I mean, who's going to believe those are a third of a carat? Anyway, I mean, they just look like 1 carat or more. All right, so let's talk about the 404. And let's show you up again close up so you can see that too. And let's party. Let's party. We're all about it. We're just, again, really fun. Few minutes away from the bangle, and of course I've also got a sapphire bracelet too, but I really want to help you out with this one. Let's give you a great value. Did I mention the 14 karat gold that you have here as well? Very impressive. So all of that extra, great simple band, stays in the white gold. If you need a ring size change, well, that's what we do. We do the free sizing for you, free shipping every day, every item, every show, every hour. Isn't that great? I mean, let's not take it for granted, because that's a special extra savings you get. But let's take a look at this one and get you a great value. Headed on out of here in a hurry, no doubt, because it's only $9.99 to get that one, and that will be it. So take a look at this. And I was kind of looking for, I don't see the hallmark, so I guess I see a lot of residue from the tag, but I don't see a hallmark because these are usually 18 karat gold. So if you get an upgrade, okay. But then we've got amethyst on the way. We've got a really big discount on a blue wing in a very kind of a funky style, something that's a little bit unexpected, a little different. So we'll see that too. And oh yeah, if there's something you may have maybe thought you missed out on, but you want to double check, I highly recommend double checking on anything that you think maybe I missed out or I'm not sure if it's still available. Why not ask? Because it's always worth asking to check and see if your favorite piece might still be here. Maybe it's from earlier in the week. Maybe it's from just yesterday. It doesn't matter. We're happy to help you out and find it if it's here, and of course bring it back out for you. Now let's talk about this gorgeous diamond earring that I have. So that's going to be $9.99 on the Kunzite. Let me also show you a really fun, fresh way to do a hoop that is going to feel, well, first of all, it's an oval in style, but this ends up looking like bigger pronounced diamonds that you have first. And that's because these clusters of 4, and when you see them on, you'll see that it ends up looking like really sophisticated, because you've got, instead of just, and I say just, I love a good diamond hoop, but if it's just the same size diamonds going right down the center, that looks like what most people who have a diamond hoop, what theirs look like. Here instead, you're getting 112, 7846, and it's a little different because you have this kind of in and out design, meaning not in and out literally like we usually see it, but I'm talking about it goes from smaller to larger. You see how it goes in kind of tapers and then gets a little wider and tapers and gets wider, and then you've got essentially like these points where it's like, think of like a station in a necklace where you have at the base and the top those bigger diamonds, and then you also have that cluster of 4 down in the center, so it gives you that appearance like maybe you have a fancy cut there. 44 points in 14 karat gold. They have a really big exaggerated hinge, which is nice. It's kind of like a lever back, but only a little bit longer here. So let me show you from a distance away and just show you how they open up so you can see that there. And so it's just really snaps closed. It's just a hinge at the base. You pop it up, click it closed, and you're done. Out the door you go. And see that from a distance, just a perfect, not too much, just really elegant, just separates this from all the other different diamond hoops. There they are, 1 inch in the drop, and I'll try one on for you as well. And then of course we only have this one pair. And they stay in the white gold. They're all that 14K. It does have a straight closure, so I do want to point that out. So really simple. They are designer as well. You can see that designer insignia in the hallmarking as well, so we love that. And yet very easy to snap closed. Don't even need a mirror to put them on. Don't need, it's really just about as simple as it gets. And look at this. See, that's almost like the look of the way they did that bigger diamond up top. Almost looks like it starts as a stud, and then you've got right in the centerpiece that diamond shape. You know, we've seen rhombus cut diamonds before here, and that's what this really looks like, that rhombus cut, but again, rounds, which you have the larger and the larger diamonds at the top and the bottom as it makes that curve around your ear. So really excited about these. Huge value coming your way. Again, snap closure, lots of gold, Love the styling, lightweight. I mean, they're light as air. They're not pulling down on my ear at all. Let's give you another look up close, and we're gonna make sure that they go out very quickly instead of that whole $29.99 thing we're used to. We're gonna do a lot better for you. And again, call us one pair. This will go with absolutely everything. You've got those great white diamonds that just a little bit extra, just a little nice extra detail and design when it comes to a hoop. So really exciting to have them. Let's make them better than 29 or 19. Come on in. Come on in. The shopping's fine, and we got all the values here. Honestly, some of our best I've seen in recent years are here today. It's that kind of show where you might just want to cancel any plans you had later this afternoon and hang out with us, because over the next couple hours you're going to see some really incredible things. But this earring, one of them for certain. It's not even going to be $1,500, and try getting gold, just a standard, just a pretty straightforward solid gold earring of this size in 1-inch drop with the workmanship, and the hoop style is slightly oval as well, by the way, so there's a little bit more like a 3/4 inch narrow width to them, so that's what's giving you that great oval shape. Very pretty, very elongating on, and they're not even $14.99. We are very excited about these. They are going to go and quickly. Let's take a look at what we can do. How about $9.99 instead? So a really simple, awesome value at $999. That's it, and then we'll see who's got them, and then of course they'll be gone, and then we will talk about, we've got a few. I've got the Amethyst here, but I've got also that Tanzanite deal, some new Congolese blue-green that's Paraiba look without the Paraiba price tag, the designer yellow diamond ring, that one I was wearing at the top of the show. Oh my goodness, wait till you see what that is all about. And then of course, anything you want to request. We got the big top of the hours, we got all the specialty pieces, we got kind of everything you could ever want. So that's why always best to tell us what you're thinking about and what you're looking for, and we will find it, bring it on out, give you that great value. I've been discounting like crazy this whole week long. So we're going to keep that going for the big finale of the week, of course. Now let's get to that really fabulous. Oh, by the way, look at this. I just want to show this to you because this is not something we see every day. What do you think of that color? We've been talking about some imperials that have been here that have been Padbarasha color. What about this? Let me give you a hint. It's not Padbarasha and it's not imperial. That is some of the most, it could be a diamond, a pinky, orangey, golden, peachy diamand. It certainly looks that way with the amount of sparkle that's coming from that round, but it's not a diamond either, because boy, would that be a big diamond. It's 4 carats 96, by the way, just to give you a hint. So yeah, it's a beautiful blend of colors, and you know what color, what is that gemstone that looks so amazing when it blends colors together? Well, it is Tourmaline. That is a Tourmaline coming up. This one's birthstone as well. So here we go. Coming up, I got the Congolese. Let's stay with the Tourmaline. Let's give you a blue-green wonder here. This is a really pretty, slightly more green than it is blue with the baguettes on the sides. Brand new right now. 112-9531. Call me on the hoops. And listen, not everyone's going to get the bangle. There are 3 of you that are going to get the bangle today. That is it. So it's pretty simple, guys. When it comes to a great diamond deal, we got them. But of course, not going to be enough to go around for everybody, so that's why we're counting it down. We've got about 45 minutes or so till we get to that bangle, and it will be probably here for 30 seconds, I would imagine. But hey, it's here, and we're excited about it, and I wish we had more, but you know, we'll go with it. It's also going to be white, yellow, and rose, so you will get an option there, so you can choose what you like. But here we are with this really fantastic 2 carat 89. So a really specialty 289 Congolese. This is that material. It's kind of new, so it hasn't undergone all of that big time testing yet as far as copper, no copper, what's the exact chemical makeup of the stone, but it certainly has a lot of that Paraiba look. Now 37 points in diamonds, so they're all going to be those bigger stones, almost 10 points a piece there, because there are 4 and they are baguettes and they're sitting east to west. But such a great look here, and watch this style on the hand. This is so pretty, the way it anchors it. It just kind of acts as bookends, if you will, because it's got that straight line where it just looks almost as if you have mirrors along. Instead of just being a plain gold band, it still gives simplicity and modern, but it does have still the sparkle of course, really high-end VS diamonds. So you're getting that as well, not to mention big stones, and we will take this on down. That beautiful, almost minty. I knew we had such success yesterday with, oh, you loved the big blowout wheel. I brought you a bunch of greens on a wheel. It was tourmalines mostly, and then a zircon, and sure enough, they all sold out very, very quickly. So here's another kind of a newer design that's along those same lines, those same pretty minty colors. We'll take it down below. I can't do $69.99. That just is not going to fly on our big, what feels like, again, it's a Sunday, end of the week. We're really ready to let everything fly on out of here. We're going to get you a better value than even $2,000. It's not 19. Going even lower, this is your chance to pick up a bargain. Isn't everything though? But you got that choice of gold color change too. I think there's something to be said for the white gold with the white diamonds, and let that waterfall that goes right down the side just all match. But how about $1,888 instead? And that will be it. $1,888, only the one, brand new right now. And of course, our hoops still hanging out. I've got an amethyst coming up next, which will be a lot of fun because it's that big style, and it's a trillion. So something for my trillion girls, you know, we're like, we have a club, and it's the trillion lovers, and we love powerful, beautiful, modern designs. Look at this. In the amethyst, oh yeah, that has got the blues, the purples, and some hot pinky reds. How do you know you have a really strong color in amethyst? You look for more than purple, and that's giving it to you in a grand way here. We've got the beautiful amethyst. It's a 9401 item number. It's a 525 trillion cut, softer trillion. What we mean by that is instead of having, there can be two types of trillions really, where you get really rigid, angular, straight sides, or this one, which you see has a little more curvature to the sides, so just a little subtlety to that. Diamonds around the profile, that's the halo, so that's going to be your 20 points in pave as well. And all of that white gold stays in the white gold, by the way. Major ring, big setting. I like this style too. This great profile. From the front, it just, okay, it looks like you've set up a big stone in the middle. It's pretty cool the way this is done. Look at how the split happens on this side and then opens up along that basket so that it shows off the beautiful color and the shape and the cutting. You get to see more than just the top of your stone. What about this side? Same kind of thing here, but it does that little lucida action where it goes and flares out kind of like the dove's tail and goes right along, but still gives you an opening and some negative space to see that stone from all these different angles. And look at that color. And even the fancy cutting, I mean, I do like to point out it's got that extra fancy facet pattern for the table facet, so that's helping it along as well. Here we are. This one's a beauty, isn't it? Look at that. That's a really special stone. Of course, you can kind of point one direction or the other as you see it here on the hand. So you can decide, do you want that split shank more on the outside of the hand or vice versa. So you can take it this way, point it that way, point it more inward or outward, do what you like. So you can kind of play with it there and see how you like it oriented. So see how it kind of points it that way versus pointing the other way. You get to decide, but it's a really beautiful stone. And look at that size, how it's filling up the finger there. We're going to do better than $9.99. Call me. There's only one. It stays in the white gold. Fabulous. And yes, Bangle time is coming up shortly. We're counting down 43 minutes to go until that bangle makes its debut, and boy, is it going to be a quick one to go. That is just the ultimate. And think of how much gold you have to bezel set big stones like that. Yep, it is a very, very special idea, and we've never done anything like it. So here we go. I mean, we have the little rounds, but they were little itty bitty rounds. They were like, you know, 2-pointers, 3-pointers. We're going into over 1/3 of a carat territory each. And let's go ahead and blow this out. Make it $888 instead. We'll send it on out for you and get you a quick value, one that we love, and a super, super stone in that cut, because you just don't see many like that. So it really is. It's our very happy place here to shop that really high-end, high-quality material. All right, so $888. We'll see who's got that one. Then we're going to let's get to that tourmaline with the blend of colors. Or how about that big yellow diamond that's designer? For the life of me, I cannot read with my naked eye. I cannot read the inscription on this one, but it's designer, and we have a designer signature inside of this ring. And maybe you guys are going to be able to read it, probably watching on a bigger screen than I am, but let me turn it the other way so you can see what that signature. Do you guys see that there's a I like that they do the carat weights #1, but there is a designer signature on the inside of this ring, and so we'll try to show it to you. It's a really, really important yellow diamond piece. So $888, thank you very much. Here we go with the big yellow diamond. Let's take a look at this. Wow. So there's the front. That's what we're looking for. This is one of the ultimate. I saw this on TV the other day, so I was like, okay, well, we got to bring out pieces that we have a better value on, that I know you see other places, because you guys are hunting and knowing, and you guys are all knowing when it comes to home shopping. I get it. So this is really an important way to go. It's 8272. This is wild. It's a one only piece. It is some of the brightest yellow diamonds you ever will see. And you know, that's not an easy thing to do, to actually situate all these bigger stones that normally would be center stones in rings, instead put them all together in one and then have them match completely. Because if they didn't, trust me, they would stand out. One would stand out, two would stand out. You would see if one had more brown, if one had more lighter yellow. These are all bright pops of yellow, keeping in mind they're natural. You get 270 in the natural yellows plus the 67 points in the white diamonds, a total of 3 carat, I want to say 338 maybe, in all of this gold. Two-tone, by the way, so it stays as is. Let's take a look, and then we'll get you a great look at the inside here, see if we can see that designer signature. It kind of feels like our scavenger hunt of designer jewelry. This is the inside finishing, so you do have a full under gallery as well, and then there it is. So this is going to be, boy, what does that say? I cannot, hold on, let me get my tweezers away from there so you can see that. Let me get the glare away. I have no idea what that says. I cannot read it because I am looking at a tiny monitor. So I don't know what it says, but something canary star, maybe. So that is, again, something that, like I said, I saw it on TV, flipping through the other day. I got a chance to watch some home shopping the other day. So yes, I was like, oh, I know that ring. I have that ring and I can sell it cheaper. And it certainly isn't going to be $20,000, even though it deserves it. So it's a great 338 total weight here, 18 karat solid. Let me try it on because it's going to go all the way across the hand here. Nothing, look at this, nothing stopped. Look at everything, pear shapes, ovals. There's a round, I don't know if I see any cushion. Yeah, there's a cushion cut or two. They are all perfectly, I mean, think about what this takes. Taking bigger stones and then sort of puzzle piecing them together where, you know, Mother Nature didn't stamp them out and say, here, you put them together. That had to be done out of all of the different stones that we talked about. It would usually not match consistently, and to get the colors, number one, and then to get all these different fancy shapes and to have them all sit within that yellow gold where they're all individually prong set, and then they're all sitting to make that perfect swirling design. I mean, that is really some sophisticated, no wonder it's 20 grand elsewhere. And that's probably a great value compared to retail. It's on the hand so you can see it here and see it from a distance away. And wouldn't that be lovely anywhere on the hand? Maybe just, I would say probably ring finger, middle finger, or index finger, however you want to go, but not $20,000. Better value coming your way. Here's what it looks like again close up. Oh, it feels good because that under gallery. This is a one in the world. It's not $19,999. Certainly not. We got to do better than that. You rely on us for the biggest values. You want us to sell things under what it would cost to pay to make them, which is what I do. So isn't that exciting? You can't tell me we don't have a great value if you're getting it for a better price than it costs to make it or put it together in this year of 2025. And that really is a huge monumental value. That's what that brings this. And you know what? Not even $10,000 or $5 or $49 or $39. This is your opportunity. We are 38 minutes away from the Bangle. The Bangle coming out to play in about, it's 38 minutes from now. You are going to love it. 3 only, that's all we got. So make sure you dial in very early when we get there. Start thinking about what color gold you want. But let's take a look at this. $49.99 it will not be. Let's get it lower. It's not even, oh boy, this is really, I've gone too low. I'll tell you, we'll just keep it going here. Get you a big value and send it out for $3,999. That is our new low. It has never gone that low before. It even started here, well, again, 20 grand, you see that. So this is really where you get a big look, and everything that is so collectible about yellow diamonds, well, you have to really look at that in the sense that we've got, I didn't count each and every one of them, but there are dozens of yellow diamonds that, again, are rightfully deserving to be center stones in pieces of jewelry. And yet, all in one. 271, remember it's 18 karat gold. That's a huge upgrade to get when you've got all that 18 karat yellow and white gold together. So very excited about that. One caller gets it. That would be beautiful with this yellow diamond necklace. There is that heart shape I was telling you about. This is the heart shape yellow. Ooh, look at that. That's one bigger stone. That's a half carat heart shaped yellow diamond we'll have today in a necklace. That goes beautifully with, if you're looking for something with just one center stone in yellow. I will be showing you this heart shape. This is back by popular demand. We haven't had this in a bit. That's my yellow diamond. I'm not sure if I'm loving that cut, to be honest. So we'll probably just focus on the necklace. But again, anybody else who loves a lot of yellow diamonds in a big carat weight, there you go. All right, and then we've got the Kunzite. Look at this, 18 karat. I know that's not for everybody, but it is for somebody. That's the beauty of having one-of-a-kind jewelry. This is a fancy cut wrap. Just, I mean, this feels like, well, I suddenly feel like I'm not on a television set or at a jewelry store. Suddenly I feel like we are looking at maybe the Royal Vault. That's what this looks like. And no, and haven't fully experienced that in person, but I have read books, seen documentaries, and worked with some of the actual on-staff folks who are literally, can you imagine if your job was to buy jewelry for the royal family? That's what you were paid an annual salary to go search the world, travel the world, and find gems and jewelry pieces for royalty with an unlimited budget. And it is unlimited. Can you imagine if that was your job? That's what, I've worked with some of these people who, yes, that's what they call their job. And yet, this looks like something that they would instantly see and say, that's what I've got to have. Because you can forget about all the other Kunzites you've seen in this land and world and just look at this one, because that is ideal. The color, the cutting, everything about it, 112, 91, 96. It's our 1816. Wowza. Round, but yeah, it's not an exact round like we usually see it. And rounds are always considered a fancier cut because they have to be, of course, they're wasteful and they're all those things. But look at the outside. Look at that. That's not just your basic round here with all those little notched endpoints there. And then as a result, same thing's happening inside too. You've got the same gorgeous details here on the inside of that snow. Look at this. I mean, the way it is sparkling, it's going to really feel like, you know what it feels like? It feels like a Portuguese and a brilliant cut together because you get a little bit of the traits of each. And then speaking of brilliant, we got 3 diamonds on each side. Big time diamonds, 1 carat exactly in the diamond weight. Let's blow this out because, you know, these are the pieces you don't put a price on. They're for just one caller, and usually it's something that's like a family collection or a miner's choice or something like that. We are doing so much better than what you could ever imagine on something of this stature. It is formerly $9,999. Not bad at all. I will say I'm very proud of that. That's not bad to get that kind of stone in that fancy cut. Now let's try it on because that's going to be the big issue. A lot of people might look at that and go, oh, and I only have 14 karat on this one. So yeah, I have 14 karat, but an 18 karat stone. So maybe that's confusing, but it's 14 karat gold. And then we take a look at it on the hand here. Look at this. So the way it sits, oh yeah, oh my first time presenting this, and yet what a stone, and yet I don't think that's oversized. I mean, look at that. You got a lot of room here between the knuckle and the knuckle. So it gives you an idea for perspective of, okay, I think even if you're not into really huge stones, I think that this one, because again, that round, distributing that carat weight, sits really evenly on the hand. The diamonds are acting as little bumpers there. So it's really giving a nice stature and way it sits very centered on the hand itself, but it will not be even 9,000 or 8,000 or 7. And we got to give away some jewelry here. Even, yes, the high end, that's usually where the drama comes into play. You got to tend to give away the high end a little bit more because, you know, think about it. If you've got an 888 piece or a 999 piece, there's a bigger base and a bigger foundation of customers that are going to be able to say, okay, yes. But when you're dealing with $10,000 pieces anyways, there's, you know, it's a little more limiting. It's the bigger size. This may not be for everybody. So it's actually where the values have to get even greater, where the prices have to come even substantially lower to really make sure that we can help you out. So $79.99, it won't be $69, $59, $49. I don't want to do that either. It's meant to go. It's that beautiful white gold only. I don't know if you'd want it any other way. The designer tapered prongs, the bigger diamonds that are just incredible. And we'll take it down to $4,499 instead to give you an extra savings as well, so that you don't have to wait to get the dream Kunzite, because out of everything, and my first purchase I ever made here, I was here 6 months, I bought a Kunzite because I'd never seen any at that color before. Having done this, well, at that point in time, I'd been doing it for about 15 years. And now about to celebrate, you know, a 9-year anniversary. It's one of those things where you are going to see things you don't see, even if you've got unlimited funds, royalty funds, you know, that kind of thing. It's that quality that is so above all else. So you've got that one there. It is going to be our $44.99. And let me know, studs, they are turquoise studs we have. We have the Congolese, we have the yellow diamond piece, we have the other Kunzite we saw at the beginning of the show, the emerald cut setup, and the hoops as well. So I have a feeling everybody's waiting for that bangle. And yes, we have 31 minutes to go until we bring it out, and then it'll be 30 seconds and gone, and then we'll have to probably recap the ring. We still have the ring here, which was the 3-stone bezel set. I'll just flash in a green diamond just in case you're curious what a green diamond pendant looks like. We don't get that many green diamonds typically, but I do have one today. Look at that. That is a bright neon green too. Sometimes they're more brown green, sometimes they're more blue green. That one's definitely that neon green color. Now let's get to a Tanzanite deal, because this feels very artistic, very artsy. It's one of those that, yeah, this is not what I would call a classic. This is a little more unusual for those that want something designer and really bold. And still, one of the great things about designer and bold is that, well, today that'd be impossible to make. Just based on trying to make it affordable and to get you that kind of gold weight. Well, it's 112-7710. Welcome into Sunday. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope that it's fabulous, and I hope that we can make it a little more fabulous, because that's what we like to do. Jewelry does make life more fabulous, doesn't it? It really does. It's one of those things that there's so, as adults, you know, we deserve nice things, and we deserve to treat ourselves, and we deserve those moments of, you know, we work hard, life is hard, right? We deserve those things that just bring us joy. And I think for a lot of us, chances are, if you're hanging out with me, you're one of those gals that finds tremendous joy through luxury jewelry, and that's all we bring. And so today, just really the top end of what we do. This is our amethyst. We'll have that traditional style later. I'll flash in what's coming up later so that you know which one's better for you if you want this designer style versus what we're going to see a little bit later in our oval, which looks like this. So there's the oval later with the simple pear shapes down the sides, but here we go with the 358 in the oval. 358, 33 points in diamonds, but look at how they're set differently. Couple diamonds over here, prong set, many over here, pave over that split shank. Here is that hammered style. This really feels like a almost like a giraffe print, if you will. Feels a little bit like an animal print in the way that's hammered on the side there. It's just kind of a texturing that's done. Still, while it's mirror finished though, and I know it's picking up some glare, stays in the white gold. We've got, okay, this is a lot of gold, and I want to show it on because that's really important. Chances are you don't have this mounting already sitting in your jewelry box. So let's see how it looks on from a distance. And again, one that you're going to decide. Do you want that wider portion on the outside, or do you want that split shank? Just again, that beautiful detailing here. I love that pave that just really acts as a shield on this side of that stone, really accentuates the oval shape. Here's what it would look like the other direction, just to show you some extra details here. And come on in. This is the time. Make it yours, make it happen. That's another way. It gives you a better angle at that hammering design finish, and it will be a discount. $69.99 is where it began and where it started many moons ago. I remember once this was on a wheel, and I guess it was the one that stuck around. On that wheel, we brought it down to $2,999. Well, today it goes less than that, far less, as a matter of fact. You've got a big moment here and a big opportunity. Please take advantage of it, because this will not be even $29.99. This may be the biggest Tanzanite value I've had in recent years. And this is with all that gold and with that high style designer mounting and all of that. And so, you know, everybody deserves what they love. And so we cater to just not one type of audience. We cater to different gals who love different things, who don't always want the basics or the classics. Sometimes you need to branch out or step out, or you want to, or maybe that's always been your style. Here's how we do it. Teeny tiny little price tag, $1,999 for this one ring. That is all we have though. $19.99, just that one. That's all. So in the white gold, we'll size it for you. Make sure you get on the phone lines and we'll help you out. Is anybody ready for our Bangle? 28 minutes to go till we get there. We've got a huge blowout on a couple of our important stones that are we're loving the blues, and we can bring you so many different types of blue stones. We're going to bring them to you next. We've got black opal, Sierra Santa Maria aqua, and zircon, all coming up as a part of a wheel where we're going to show you how different varieties of blue stones can be really magical and give you very different looks. And then don't forget, there is a discount on one of our best Paraibas here, which is this 1 carat 66, but this one is, look at that color. That is some strength of neon right there. And beautiful, bold diamond halo. You know, if you're getting a Paraiba, you probably do want to keep it classic. Look what that does. That's our 1 carat 66. It's 4681 is the item number, and that's going to be only in white gold. Let me know who's got that Tanzanite. We got a couple people on the phone lines here, and call us on the earlier pieces, because I know a lot of people are tardy to the party. We start at 10 promptly, but here we go. This is where you got the 166, carat 45 in diamonds. I'm blowing it out right now, and if, you know, there's only so much I can do on Paraiba. I've been selling these for a long, long time. 21 years of selling these stones. I instantly fell in love with it. It became my favorite. I was like a lot of you probably, where many, many years ago, you didn't grow up hearing about this, because, well, when I grew up, it wasn't available yet, right? When I was a kid, when I was born, this wasn't something that we knew about as a gem community yet. It was not something that was readily available. It wasn't until '89 when it was discovered. So you have this carat 66, which looks like 2 carats. It's got the big halo around it with a carat 45 in diamonds. And let's take a look at it here, because it's going to be that big time value. And we love one onlys. Yeah. Thank you. Tanzanite's gone. Who got it? Carol? Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn. Thank you so much. Enjoy your new Tanzanite, and I appreciate you shopping with me today so much. Enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get to our Paraiba, and this one's going to go too, just as fast as anything and everything else because, well, it's a big-time value. So when I started bringing them, they were big-time money then. That was 2004. That was when they were still actually producing. They were still coming out of the earth. They were still around. They were still something we would see. Not anymore. This is all done, mined out, 3 sources ever, and now you got the best color, the best clarity, the best of neons. We know there's purples, we know there's pinks, we know there's golden yellows, we know that there are different colors to be found in this world of Paraiba, but there is still one signature color. It's kind of like when we think of sapphires, most people think of blue. Most people think of Paraiba, if they're familiar, and they think of this blue-green. It's the signature color. It is that pop of turquoise, but this is the ultimate. Now look at the size of those diamonds around it, and also down the sides. Every diamond in this ring is massive. 4 on the sides, 1 individual row of massive stones around it. This one is so comfortable, easy to wear, fully finished on the interior. You see that there. It's also done with a lot of 14 karat in the gold. So you can see how wide the band is, how deep it is through the back. You see that? That is not a band you're wearing through. And here's what it looks like on the hand as well. What a gorgeous blue-green. Oh, look at that. The fact that under any kind of light, even the lowest of lights, it's just going to glow and be vibrant and be beautiful. And yet you can stack with it. Right there, look at that. See, normally a band would sit way out here. This one you can stack right next to it. Stack and like put your wonder rings if you want to add 3 carats and diamonds one day, go ahead. You already got a carat 45, keep on stacking, and let's take this brand new price tag at least. It's not a brand new ring, it's been here for ages. And yet it is going to be so much more affordable than it's ever been before. It started at $40,000. That was then. Obviously, they should be going up, not down. This is not where Paraibas go. They don't go down in price. They never do. They never will. They still haven't reached even that plateau, which is basically the peak or the pinnacle, you know, where they kind of flatten out, the prices stay stagnant or stationary for a while. That's never even happened. So we're still waiting for that. And actually it's still soaring. It's still going up in value. And yet this will not be $39,000 or $20,000. What the heck? It's not even $15,000 for a stone that looks like 2 carats. If it is a 2 carat, boy, do they go for more money. You know that. And here's what we'll do instead. I am so excited about this. Okay, guys, it's only $9,999 and we can say goodbye to that. That's going to go. And if you don't buy it, I will, because I'm a collector and I'm trying to amass as many Paraibas as I can. And normally I would say, well, they're not as affordable these days when they're $70,000, $80,000 a carat. But when this one is $99.99 for a carat 66 and big diamonds, forget about it. No one else is going to do that. And look at the clarity. That is not there at a discount because it's lacking in any way. It's not lacking in clarity. It's not lacking in color. It's not lacking in neon. Look at that with no light. Oh, yeah. It's still just glowing. And that is big thanks to so much of what you have here with that clarity. It's just undeniable. That is one of our best. I know it's not for everybody. Listen, I get that it's not pocket change. Fine jewelry is not. You know, there's a lot of jewelry out there that is pocket change. And eventually the lab growns will be pocket change. You know, please don't spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on lab growns if you don't need to. If you're still sitting on the fence, and wait it out a little bit, see what's happening. Those prices will come down. They've been going up because, you know, well, you know, that you can blame partly the world of fine jewelry for that, because everyone's going, well, as fine jewelry rises, they're getting more money for the lab grown because then it's still cheaper. I gotta say, this is where we can't even make those comparisons here. This is about finest of the fine. If you're talking about nothing but quality, if you only wear quality, if you only collect quality, this is the piece that you need to have. There's nothing more investment worthy than a Paraiba, but listen, at the end of the day, it's pretty. It's really pretty, and you got to have jewelry that you love to look at, that you love to wear, that you know are not pieces you see anywhere and everywhere else, and that's really the key right here. All right, let's get to it. We got another fabulous value. I'm going to do that little wheel here. It's our Feeling the Blues, but that means we're like, not as in the sense of, you know, some people say, oh, I'm feeling blue. No, I said we are feeling the blues. Like, you feel me? Like, we got the really good colors here of blue gems that are exotic ways to get blue gems, not the basics. And we're going to show them right now. Okay, so that's our blue green. But let's get into what our turquoisey blues in the zircon. Here's our lighter blue, which is a Sierra Santa Maria. And then the ultimate blue green natural opal out of Australia's Lightning Ridge. Check that trio out. We are feeling the blues now. This is it. This is the blue zircon that gives you double refraction. Here is, I gotta say, for Sierra Santa Maria to be up there next to a blue-based Lightning Ridge opal and a zircon and still look very bright, that is so impressive to see. All three are going to be the same crazy, ridiculous low price. That is why they are on a blowout wheel today. That is why they're part of this. That is why they're here. And they have some very important mountings, especially if you're looking for a lot of diamonds. You're probably going to go with the aqua. 228 on the aqua. So I'm going to give you some carat weights here. So we can't give graphics on three pieces all at once. So just if you're interested, please listen up here and we'll just tell you about them. 228 in the emerald cut, 115 in diamonds. So yes, that's going to have the biggest diamond weight by far. Then we go to our 8 carat 53 in the blue zircon. Technically that's a cushion. It's kind of between a cushion and an oval, but technically it is, they're calling it a cushion. It is a diamond weight on either side that's going to be larger. It's 18 points, but 9 and 9. And then we also go over here to our opal. The opal's in platinum. It's a 335. Oh, it's Australian best here. And 335 with 70 points in the diamonds. There's first rounds. Then you've got rounds and tapered baguettes on the outside of that halo. And now it's just a matter of, can we send them out? Can we do a blowout? Like a true, honest to goodness, which one do you like best? How do you want to get your exotic blues? We are feeling the blues. We're also feeling the price drop and the way we can make this easy for you and the way we can send it out. And all you have to do right now is tell me which one you like. And remember, gold, gold, and platinum. It's gold in the zircon, gold with the aqua, and then platinum for the opal. And they will not be, oh, this is fantastic. They're all $69.99 or more as they started. So that gives you an idea of, okay, TVON, what was your price? And then what's Lolo going to do? It's $69.99 or more. We're going to go a lot lower than that. Here is your way to get your favorites in exotics, and certainly that blue zircon is a massive size, almost 9 carats in that blue zircon. To see that size is pretty rare. And then 335 in the opal, it's going to look double than that. So it's about a 7 carat look on the case of the opal. That's going to be in the platinum setting. And then that aqua, something to be said, you know, aqua in emerald cuts would be the toughest to show off saturation of color. Look at our blue sky, look at the aqua. They're identical colors. That's a very saturated aqua. So take a look in there. I think there's a little extra pop there in that aquamarine. Isn't it pretty? So your choice of whichever one you like. They're not even going to be, well, let's make this simple and easy. We got about 19 minutes to go till the big Bangle comes out to play, which is so exciting. And all you have to do is dial in right now. Let me know which one you like. They're not final sale, even though they are coming down in price. They are all going to be full money back guarantee is everything you shop for here. And we're going to do a better than 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, or 3. I know $29.99. Probably feeling like that's going to do a really healthy discount that's going to make you happy. Instead, we got to move a lot of jewelry today. And this is one of our crazy best shows I would say we ever have compiled together. Yes, not just the bangle. If you're thinking, oh, so there's a diamond bangle, big deal. It's the bangle that in a decade of doing this every day we have never had. There's also going to be a lot more beyond that because I'll have 2 more hours after that. And we've got everything. Tanzanite pendant even. Yes, I'm going to give you a look at it because we're looking at the blues. Look at that, purple blue. Look at that, Tanzanite with yellow diamond. Coming up later, Tanzanite ring, purple Paraibas on a blowout. They're all here, but this will be better than even $29.99. We got to make this happen. Get on the lines very quickly. We are going to do something incredible and make them not even 28 or 27. I love 26. But saving money is what I really love more than anything. Saving money for you on something that is luxury, something that is collectible, something that should never be dropped in price right now because jewelry is going up, not down. We're doing exactly the opposite so that, yes, we can be more than ever your source. I would say that if you are still looking at fine jewelry, if you haven't gone the sterling silver route yet, if you haven't gone the bronze route or the stainless steel route yet, you don't have to because you have us here. We are in your corner. We are working for you. We are sacrificing profits of all kinds to do this for you, to make sure that we can still be that home for value you've known us for so long. And so this is how we do it. Instead of even 26 or 25 or $24.99, you are stealing some jewelry today. Just pick your favorite because they're all onesies. They stay as they are. Actually, I'm lying to you. We're going to change them still. Normally, when we go down in a discount like this, we do not change gold colors. On the zircon or the aqua, I will even change the gold color for you, despite where they're going in the price tag. So that just means extra money we pay if we want to make it in custom in another mounting. So easy and better, right? So let's take them down even lower than 24 or 23 or 22. Not even $21.99. Let's do it. A very very, very, very special opportunity. Blow them out under $2,000. I'm making them $1,999. That is it. That is all we can do to make that value better than it's ever been before. We will say goodbye to them as they go. Let me try them on. This is the aqua first on the hand. That one again, if you want to change it to yellow or rose, you can. It is fabulous in the white gold. That's the carat 15 in the diamond mounting right there. It is $19.99. Wow. Remember, 2 carats 28 on that stone. Diamond weight at 115. And then let's take a look at, let me switch it out and show you the blue zircon on the hand. This feels more like that, well, it's a 3-stone style, so pretty classic, pretty simple and straightforward. Look at that breathtakingly bright blue. It's a turquoisey blue. It kind of reminds us of those, like the best Paraibas are that color as well, which we really never see. That saturation level, that's going to be our 8 carat 53, so 8.5 carats in the zircon, and bigger diamonds, 9 points on either side, 18 points in total. And last but not least is our opal. So I'll show you that Lightning Ridge opal. That's going to be in platinum. That's a 335 stone. Has a lot of the blues and the greens there. Still natural through and through. It's all we bring. We don't have doublets or triplets. That is going to be our platinum 335, 70 points in diamonds. We give them 60 seconds. Last call. And that's that. They're all going to go. And then all we need to do is get ready for that. Well, 15 minutes to go till that top of the hour hits. I'm telling you that I can't stop looking at that Kunzite round, that specialty cut round, the diamond hoops, the yellow diamond designer piece that we had as well. That was amazing. Yes, if you have any requests from the last couple of days, we'll do that for you if needed. And how about that? For 38 seconds left, we got $19.99. And again, the Bangle. Just a few minutes away, 14 minutes. Very excited about that. If you're not registered yet, please do that so that's out of the way, because with as scarce a quantities we have, if you're not registered, you probably are going to miss out to just other already established viewers that know a great value when they see one. So we want to make sure you're doing that. Get registered. Let's show you this gorgeous tourmaline. I had this flash of this great stone, which combines different colors. Okay, you want the aqua or the blue zircon? We got the aqua verifying right now. Look at that stone. True sky blues, but better. It's normally a very light pastel color. Look at that zircon, given double refraction all day. Here's an opaque stone in that it's opal, but it's still going to be that, look at that all the way through. Nice, heavy, solid stone there. We see all that really important color coming through. This one I just adore. I'm a fan of pod parashas, and anytime that we see unusual combinations of colors in gems doing unexpected things, you know, they're not always going to be so simple and straightforward and basic. This is a 9493 item number. It's brand new right now, so thrilled to bring it to you. And yes, we have a round here in the fancy cut. It's a Portuguese cut. That's a 496 round. It's giving you an amazing blend of a pink and golden orange together. There's a little bit of like, yeah, it feels like a pod parasha. If that were a pod parasha, if it were 1 carat size, it'd be about $7,500. If it were a 2 carat size, it'd be probably 50 grand. This is why there's some of us that I struggle with this on pink diamonds too. I like a big piece of jewelry. I like a bigger gemstone. I'm never going to find a pink diamond that I can afford that's going to be the size I want. So pink diamonds are just not something that's in my vocabulary. I'm probably never going to own one, because the one that I would want would probably be about $85 million in an auction house. I wouldn't even be invited to the auction unless I was, you know, getting paid to show up and run the auction like they asked me to do. But shopping the auction, $85 million, no thank you. This is where, if you are looking for pod parashas or that color, you've looked at Imperial Topaz, they top out around 2 carats. We saw a beautiful one yesterday, gone. We see the pod parashas. Well, they top out around 2 carats. So what do you do if you are somebody who likes that color but wants a bigger gem presence? This is the only route, and yet even with all the fantastic color combinations that Tourmaline as a gemstone family provide, we very rarely see that color, which is what gives us that pod parasha-esque kind of look. That pink and that golden, and let's be real, there's more colors than even that blend together to also look so stunning in this cut. All right, so $496. You follow me on that? Like, I'm probably not going to have a 5. I'm in the business. I've got access to everything that's, you know, naturally available. And yet, I'm not going to find a 5 carat pod parasha that looks like that. And what would the price be if I did? Same with an Imperial. I'm not going to find one like that. So, and I'm talking like, well, is Tourmaline some slouch of a gemstone? No, it's not. Tourmaline is an exotic gemstone, and this is an exotic color combination of that family. It's 111 in diamonds. It's that same mounting. I know, I was just thinking about it. We had a Tanzanite yesterday in the same exact mounting, 111 in diamond weight. Gorgeous look. You can change the gold color if you want to. So if you want the richness of yellow gold brought in, we'll we'll do that free of charge for you. If you'd like rose gold, which would be also complimentary to that stone, we can do that for you as well. Do you like this one already? My job is to make it affordable when it's not supposed to be. And then, of course, a couple things about why this is such a stellar tourmaline beyond all the colors I'm shouting about is the fact it's clean, the fact it's a round cut. It really has, I don't know how you get any more rarity to this stone than what is already here in combination together for you. And look at that. Wow. Even more dazzling from a distance away. Thank you, cutting. Thank you to the best Brazilian cutters, lapidaries, master facetors. I'm telling you, there are some cutters that are, they're artistes. They really are. I'm not going to say artists. They're really artistes. They really do have the most amazing, they have the patience, they have the eye, they have the skill, they have the fortitude. Cutting gemstones is not an easy task at all. And yet what they do is work absolute majestic beauties of natural rough gems into even further masterpieces like what you're seeing here. That is outstanding. Look at that. Kind of feels like a sunset when a lot of different colors, you look out at the horizon, if you're on the shore, on that coastline, and on some of the most valuable parts of the earth the entire way, and yet you look out and see that horizon and all those colors melding together. That's what this gives. Do we have anybody thinking about it? I cannot do $7,999 with good conscience today, and also get you ready for the biggest diamond value we've ever had in our history in a bracelet. But I'll make it better than 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, or 4, and it's brand new right now. And there's only one, the numero uno, the stone that is beautifully set. Gotta have that double halo. One wasn't enough. It's too perfect of a stone. It needed 2 halos around it. It's in the white gold now, which I think is breathtaking, but again, you choose your gold color. That's free on us. We're gonna do better than even $3,999. This one's gonna go, and in a hurry. So all you can do is say the word, dial in, make it yours, and oh yeah, then see it at home and see if you really love it. Because obviously the decision is a little bit, there is a little urgency to the decisions you make here at TVON, being a live show, and being that also these are the one-of-a-kinds focused on during these live shows that nobody else gets a chance to own. You only get a chance at the one-of-a-kinds during the live show. That's all there is to it. That's a fact. Always has been that way, always will be that way. But to get something like this at a discount that I provide you, but then to get, there's again, always that people tell me all the time, but I'm new and I don't know, there's a lot of pressure. You get it at home. That's why we give you money back guarantee. So you have several weeks to decide if you even love it once you actually feel it, touch it, hold it, wear it, see it in person, even have it evaluated by somebody you trust. Please go to someone reputable. Otherwise, they're going to go, there's no such thing as a stone like that. You know, I heard that this week from a couple of you who took it to, you know, well-respected, reputable, well-read jewelers that went, oh, no, I've never seen anything. This is a little beyond the comparison level of most jewelry neophytes, right? This is not going to be something that is really an expert stone that really you have to take it to someone who knows the ins and outs of the global gem community to get any kind of knowledge of this stone. But let's make it $2,999 instead and send it on out in a hurry, and we'll see who's got it. It's just a beautiful rarity. It's got some of the best color I've seen us have in a tourmaline. Of course, Mother Nature made. No treating at all to tourmalines. There's no heating even, and that one's gone. Congratulations. So we've pretty much shown you most of the show, except for the diamond bangle. So I know, I guess they're assuming the diamond bangle is going to go on for an hour. It's not. So we've got very special ideas. That is gone. I just don't want to stop looking at it. I do want to preview some of the big Paraibas that are coming up in about, well, a little later in the show. We'll have this purple Paraiba. We got the big sizes we brought out. We're kind of done taking up vault space with these stones because they take up a lot of that vault space. They're big purple Paraibas. We've seen the demand for the 1 carat and the 2 carats, but I have these 3 larger stones that have been all 10,000 and more. So we're going to bring these out later today and show you what we can do. See how this one's got a little more red in comparison to the other 2? These are more purple pinks. This is a little more red rubellite. They're all going to be those bigger sizes. We will blow those out. Did you have a question for me? I don't know. It's really tough to say on that one. Does she normally wear yellow gold, white gold, or rose gold? Because I think, what do you guys think? Do you want to give some, should we give some advice to our collector who just picked this up? The contrast is going to be with the white gold. The yellow gold would look great. I'm leaning towards white gold, to be honest with you, because rose gold is a no for me. I think the rose gold's going to just look I think it's going to look dull compared to the stone because the stone's so bright. I would say yellow or white, but I really like the white, I think. Yeah, and our jewelers usually, they consider it too. They don't just randomly, like accidentally have stones fall into mountings. They give it some good consideration. So, and you know, 90% of the time they're right on. So that Tourmaline gone, congratulations. So these are our purple Paraibas. They're coming up a little later. They're the big sizes, so start to give them some thought. We have the 695 in the middle. We have the 496 over here on this side, the right side, and then the 541 is the largest and very clean. And that is on the left. Okay, so we still have a few minutes. I'm showing you too much jewelry. So I'm going to recap a couple things that we have for you from earlier in the show. So you can peruse them, think about them, give them some thought here. These are coming up a little bit later because we got to have something after the bangle. Bangle's, like I said, not going to take long. Only have 3 available, and I hope you've has everyone done their little search, their little research? Have you seen what I saw? Did you see $10,000 lab-grown diamonds with little itty-bitty diamonds for 4.5 carats? Because I'm bringing you 4.5 carats plus in a diamond bangle coming up at the top of the hour. So there we have the Paraiba. Here's the yellow diamond. These have all been fully presented today already. Just want to give you another look at them here and let you know that they are still available. To peruse, to think about, there's our Paraiba, here's our big Kunzite, and everything up here is going to be under $10,000. And that yellow diamond piece, wow. To think that's the most affordable item up there is the yellow diamond with 338 and yellow and white diamonds. That's pretty impressive. And so you're going to choose your favorite. The price tags were, that's an 1816 in the Kunzite on the left. That was only $44.99, or right over here with the big diamonds. We've got $99.99 for the Paraiba in the middle. And then this yellow diamond piece in all that 18 karat gold designer style too. That is here for only $3,999. How about that? So very important pieces. Just wanted to recap those. If we have other bracelet lovers besides just white diamond bangle lovers, we've got our really fabulous sapphire and diamond bracelet as well today. So I'm looking forward to that. By the way, who was that shopping there, Allison? And did they choose the white? She got the yellow. All right, sounds good. All right, so yellow gold in that Tourmaline. That'll look good too. And it's almost bangle time. So we're getting all ready. Speaking of great bracelets, look at this. Sapphires and diamonds galore. And some of the biggest, brightest, I think about what one ring, if one stone, pick a stone, if that was centered up on a band in a ring here with that halo, how much would that cost? Instead, we're going to go, oh, I don't know, about a dozen of those sapphires all the way around your wrist. So we've got more than just a diamond bracelet today. We have that sapphire option as well. Don't forget about the aqua too. The aqua was gorgeous. The aqua for $19.99. That was a really impressive aqua. I know that we were verifying on that one. It sounds like that one's still available if you like that sky blue, but very bright, very, very saturated for an aqua. Also had that Kunzite, and we had our amethyst. And again, you let me know. I think it's diamond time. Not even technically the top of the hour. But we want to get everyone started with our diamond bangle, and we know how busy it's going to be in here. And unfortunately, I know that this is kind of sad because, well, the truth is it takes so many diamonds to make this bangle. We have been working on this bangle that's coming up we tallied it up. It's been over 10 months. So think about when that was. New Year. It was New Year's, and it was 2025, and no one had any idea what was in store. And that's when this process began. It is now late October, and we are bringing you, and I only have this one. So it's going to be, I'm going to have to wear it and show it to you and wear it and show it to you. And I love seeing it on the wrist here because I've been wearing it that way for the last couple of days, and it is what you need to see because, quite frankly, this looks like more diamond weight. And I've been around jewelry a long time. I know you guys know your jewelry. Look at this bangle. This bangle I have been wearing for the last couple of days. It's really the final of this 3-piece trilogy we're doing. We started with the gorgeous band ring. We had the necklace yesterday, and now just waiting for what is truly the best for last. I mean, there's no doubt about it. This is massive, though. That can have a lot of bangles. I don't know if you guys remember our little bangles, and I wish I had them all out here because everything is so skinny and tiny and slight compared to this one. And that means everything I've had in diamond bangles, even, yes, the round bezel sets, you know, the one that has a carat total weight and it's a lot of little rounds. This is the look that goes halfway around. There are 13 stones. We're going to get to this in literally 90 seconds and it's going to be gone because there are so few because of why? The diamonds. The diamonds being so large. And remember how we are so particular about how we get our diamonds, meaning they can't just be any old diamond. It's not just about getting a 35-point stone. It's got to be VS. It's got to be white and bright, especially here in the white gold. This is going to have a hinged closure, opens on the side. You see how it just kind of sprung open when I popped down that little button there. So it's easy on, easy off, latches in place, snaps closed, figure 8 safeties, done. It is the most glamorous, easy to wear, beautiful, still wearable. This is not one you're waiting for like, oh, I need to be dressed up. I need to be wearing a cocktail dress. I need to be wearing a full-length gown and 6-inch heel. No, 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 no. This is every single day. Are we ready? Let's give you a look at it up close too, because I cannot wait. And I know our top of the hour is nearing. We're so excited about this. This is really, I mean, again, I'm celebrating a 9-year anniversary here in a couple of days, and yet I have never and never, ever, ever presented anything like this. This is our ultimate diamond bangle. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us today. Happy Sunday. I'm your host here at TVON, Lauren Blair. I've got such an exciting opportunity for there are 3 of you that are going to get this. 3 people. 3 collectors, 3 diamond lovers, 3 bracelet stackers, or wear it all on its own. You know, when it comes to good, better, and best, this is the best, no doubt about it. It is our ultimate diamond bangle. We've been waiting on this. It started with the ring on Friday. I still have the ring here if anyone needs it. We had the gorgeous necklace, that sweet little station style necklace yesterday. Now we're bringing to you the big, this is the, it is the fabulous, best of the best. This is 4.5 carats in diamonds. There are not 453 individual 1-point diamonds here. Welcome again to TVON. So glad you're with us. For those of you just tuning in, you came at the right time today. We have an opportunity for just 3 callers here that is going to be our best in diamond bangles of what we have ever done. And I've done bezel sets with small rounds. I've done lots of tennis bracelets. I've done lots and lots and lots and lots of bracelets here, including we even had a 10-carat bracelet the other day. But there is a difference when you go from tennis bracelet to bangle. Bangles are structured. They have a lot more gold weight to them because they are structured. It's not flimsy little baskets that are open that have all that, you know, flexibility. This is a solid structured bangle. It takes a lot of gold. So first, I say way to go, kudos to TVON for even venturing into the bangle world when gold is $4,000 an ounce. But 9427 is your item number. It's actually 453 to be exact on the diamonds, and that's a minimum because my stones are at least, they're right at 35 points or so. So some are 34, some are 35, most are 35 points. We try to get a little larger. Again, they might be a point or 2 off and different because you would never know it. The truth is they're all bezel set, huge stones. Ovals always look about double what a round or a square cushion would, but then you get the bezels. As I've been wearing this, it really does look like you have 1-carat diamonds or more all the way across the top of your wrist, which would mean that would be 13 carats in diamonds in the look. 453, very impressive. We have white gold, yellow gold, and rose gold available for you, but what is limiting is the fact that, I mean, for as much labor as it takes, that's not the issue. The issue is that the diamonds, to get the deal that we're about to give you, this once in a lifetime, only here exclusive with us. This is a TVON exclusive because not that you can't find diamond pieces, not that you can't find good diamonds, not that you can't find lab-grown lookalikes. The difference is getting this quality in solid gold for the price tag I'm about to give you. Even back in the day, when I started here, again, I'm getting very nostalgic because I'm thinking about, you know, back to 2016, celebrating, you know, not a lot of networks are around for this long, let alone one host in one place, you know, as your face of the network. So I got to say, being here for as long as I have now, I've seen many iterations of bracelets, and I've seen gold prices, obviously, start lower and go higher. Diamonds have done the same. What we're doing today in this era that we never thought, as jewelry experts, we never thought we would live in a world that saw gold or diamond prices the way they are today. I am very astounded to do what I'm going to do because we are put together 3 bracelets with 13 stones per bracelet that are right at 35 points. That puts you up and over a 1/3 of a carat. Every diamond in this bangle is at least a 1/3 of a carat, and they're more like 35 points. and that's a minimum. So 453 minimum. They're around 35 points a piece, because I say round because one might be 34, one might be 36, one might be 38. They're right on average at 35 points or so, and yet solid gold. And we can't discount that or ignore that because it's a big bracelet. Look at the size of this from a distance away. You've been seeing it on my wrist for days. Everyone's been excited about it and asking about it. I would not wait if I were you. If you know that we are the leader in diamond values, I asked you at the beginning of the show to maybe even do a quick search if you happen to have a phone on you, or if you have a computer nearby or a tablet that you look at, and to look at what you're seeing as far as 4.5 carat bracelets. Well, there's a million and one ways to get there, and usually they involve lab grown. And I was seeing prices of over $10,000 for lab grown diamond bracelets, because they were partly in gold, and the gold's going to account for a lot of that. We are thrilled to bring this. That is a large bangle. Let's go ahead and show it to you. We've got 3 available. It's going to last about probably 30 to 60 seconds, I would imagine. This is really something nobody else can do. I know it's Sunday and I shouldn't have done this, but I did it last week. So at this point, I think it's becoming a weekly ritual. I called my favorite diamond wholesaler I've worked with for 20 years, downtown Los Angeles. And I asked him, what are your 35-point VS ovals going for right now? Because last week's price would not be the same as this week's price. That's how rapidly the industry is changing. And that's how frequently everyone is having to adapt and change pricing. We're doing exactly the opposite for you. Now, today, as of today, now keep this in mind, it was $816 per stone from my best wholesaler who I work with all the time to make private jewelry, meaning, you know, custom made pieces, etc. So that's a wholesale. Now, you and I are not supposed to get wholesale prices unless you actually are in the resale business. $800 plus, $816, that doesn't sound like much when you consider there are 13 stones here. Plus then I said, okay, but what about the gold to set them? And obviously we know that because we're a factory, so I don't need that, but here's the deal. A plain gold bangle at that wholesaler right now, that wholesaler, which he even opens on Sundays now because it's getting close to holiday time, so they spend their Sundays now open to the public as far as the retail section of the wholesale jewelry mart downtown, and just their plain gold bangles right now are over $5,500 for a 2mm gold bangle. No diamonds. So this really is a value that, is it going to be a $5? No. But is it going to be the best value in diamonds anywhere? And as you wear it, and as you own it, and as you just purely love it, and as you quite frankly become obsessed with this bangle, you have something that's worth more and more and more money. And that's because what we're seeing with the industry. What's happening? Let's show it to you, shall we? Welcome in. It's Sunday afternoon for most of you, and it's morning out here. Welcome into Sunday morning with us here at TVON. This is going to be our 4.5 carat diamond bangle. It is $453. We've done it in white gold. It's finished on the inside. If you want yellow or rose, we'll do it. But that is, and I just put it all together here. Now let's do the calculation, because again, I don't want to mess around as much with retail. I could care less about retail, but it's all you guys have access to look at on your phones. With the World Wide Web at your fingertips, that's how you got to look. Now, I went a step further, got the wholesale price, $816 for a VS diamond in an oval shape. You times that by 13, that is $10,608. Plus, though, gold is not free. Gold is the highest it's ever been. So you start, and I'm just going to take his 2mm, even though that's far larger than 2mm. As a matter of fact, you're going to ask, so I'm going to show you. Here's the millimeter gauge at the ready. I'm going to talk about what those millimeters are, show you how it's finished on the inside, so you can see how this works all the way around. You see the finishing through the more narrow side in the back. That's how, so you have flexibility on your wrists and able to stack it. Here's where you get that great basket work. These are complete bezels, no link or flimsiness or open weight baskets. And yet, I'm just going to say $5,500 for the gold. That's $16,108. I'm going to tell you right now, our price, to show you how good we are, I'm just going to show you something right now. And that's my chicken scratch, about 35 points. But that is $16,900. Now, I know, I calculate. So let me tell you something. If you went to wholesale right now, if you were able to, if you are a resale license holder, I have $16,108. We were asking $16,999. If that is not a value, I don't know what is. Because I literally just calculated on a calculator what it would cost me to make it. That is not including, did I mention any labor charge for that, for my time? All I'm mentioning, $16,108 accounted for the diamonds loose and the gold. Somebody's got to make it, put it together, do the hinge, add those extra figure eights. So this actually in wholesale would be more than $17,000. So right then and there, and wholesale is different from retail. If you're walking into a jewelry store or a mall or Rodeo Drive or wherever you go, you're spending probably about 5 times this, maybe more. If you can find it in natural stones, because pretty much everybody's doing lab grown now, and that's it. We have exactly what would be, if I didn't charge you for anything for the labor, that's exactly your wholesale price. And then you'd have to put it together. And then what if one stone's not right? Or what if it's a little off? Or what if it doesn't, have those smooth finishings on? All of that is done for you. And that is you saw it on the bag right there, $16,999. That's what I should get. I'm not doing that. I'm giving you a better value because it's Sunday and you have shown you love these bezel sets. You love the ovals because they give you that bigger look. It's going to look like you're wearing 13 carats on the wrist, no doubt. And since that's where it's going to be, let me show it to you there, because that is where you're going to wear it. You're not going to look at it sitting on a table somewhere. You're going to look at it on your wrist. Everybody else that you ever encounter is going to see it from that angle. And it's an average size, by the way. Let us know if you need a larger size. I think we can make it for you. We'd have to add probably 2 extra diamonds, but we can do that. But again, for anybody who wears a 6.5 to 7.5 inch, this is the way you go. It is not going to be $16,999. This is make or break. We have 3 available that we can make. That's all because we have the diamonds. That's how many I have. I literally have enough diamonds to make 3 bangles. That's it. And white, yellow, or rose. I love it in the white, but I do love it in the yellow gold as well. Just go with whatever you wear the most of. It is not going to be $16,999. That is a value. These are 35 points at least each, or right around that. That's on average. It is amazing when you see that gorgeous. I want to show you the figure 8. Actually, let me just show you how you get in and out of it real quick. So you can see there's a little textured button. Right now the figure 8s are open. Here's the textured button. It opens up like so. It's going to align, snap close, meaning locks in place. You're done. It's not going, look at, it's not going anywhere. And I'm a strong gal. So there we go. So that, look at that. It's not going anywhere. But for your security, you're going to flip these over. These are called figure 8 safety catches. You got 2, just like any good bracelet would be. You're going to snap that into place, okay? You got 1 on each side, so it's locked, not going anywhere. That cannot come off your wrist until you actually make the effort and take that off, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take it lower than $16,000. That's my should be. I should literally, and that's what's funny. You guys are so well spoiled, so spoiled that you're going, I don't want it at $17,000. I got her. She low. She gonna do something better. She's not gonna charge me the TVON price. Oh my goodness, I just thought about something. What if somebody gets 2? Just truly to stack. What if somebody wants 2? That would leave us with 1 left, and it will not be $17,000. I promise you, and the retail is so crazy money. Again, I was seeing over $10,000 for lab grown. You don't need to do that. We're going to take it under $10,000 for the actual VS, mine from the earth, diamonds that we love, those incredible ovals that again, with the oval and the bezel together, they look like over 1 carat. I'm going to measure that millimeter size for you and why it looks that way. And it really does. And it's not going to be 99 or 89. This is your value. You got 3 chances. We have 2 people already on the phone line. Sounds like they've already reserved theirs. We may already have 1 left. That is it. It is not time to wait. And when you consider where gold is at, I grew up in this business. I remember an era where we didn't even have to talk about gold. We never thought about gold. It was irrelevant. That is not the case when you've got gold pricing. Now, are we accounting for that? Absolutely not. Come back with me to 2000 and 2001. Let's go back in time together where gold was absolutely irrelevant. When I started in the business, gold was $300 an ounce. $300. Let's go there together. Let's concern ourselves with the value that we have for 3 people today that is an absolute cannot be beat price. Now, if you're waiting and you call in tomorrow, you're not going to get it. If you call in at the end of the show at 1 o'clock Pacific time, you are not going to get it. We have 2 gone, by the way. That's it. Guys, I got 1 left and it's at $89.99. There are 2 people that have already said, it's done, it's mine, I want one. I have a white and a yellow gold. Yes, you can choose any gold color you want. In an average size, it'll fit anywhere. If you wear a 6.5 to 7.5 inch bracelet, anywhere in between there, you're good to go on the average size. This is not going to be $8,888. I'll tell you right now, get one, you try it, then get it home and see what you think. Because if this isn't the best bracelet that you own, you send it on back. That's all you got to do. You don't have to worry about it. Reminder, this is where, again, we have to prove to you. And if you're new, if you're brand new with us, if you've been shopping elsewhere and suddenly you thought I had to spend 100 grand to get a bracelet like this, the answer is absolutely not. You just don't know about us yet. For those of you that already do, well, all the TVON shoppers say the same thing. I don't need to shop for fine jewelry anywhere else I go. I never need to shop anywhere else for fine jewelry, no matter what I'm looking for, as long as it's fine from the earth and solid gold. And it's not going to be $88.88. Ladies and gentlemen, there's $5,000 at least in gold there. And the fact is, those are some of the biggest diamonds we have ever put in a piece of jewelry, and as many of them as possible, because that would normally be 453 individual stones. Instead, there are 13 individual stones, which perfectly go from one side of the wrist to the others. That makes it look to the world like you're wearing an eternity style. Do you have the last one? We're verifying the last one. And we're not to the final price. So if that isn't an incentive to just dial in and try to get one, okay, guys, this is going to go. And I wish we had more, and I wish we had 200 of these diamonds that we could make up a lot of different bracelets. That would give me 20 bracelets or so. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not easy. And when we're passing along, we got a value, we pass it along. We got a deal on the diamonds, we're passing it along. That's why we can do this. Because you know we didn't do it because we cut corners. You know we didn't lower our quality standards. We're doing this because we have all the connections in the world to the best in diamonds and gems, and we take those values when they arrive and pass them along to you, which is why we're limited. And so it's not going to be $88.88. You got a chance here to get, well, this is it, last one. It's not going to be $88. It's not $7,999. And all you can do is say, yeah, it's for me. And try it out. Let us send it to you for free. Let us send it to you. Try it on. Wear it. Get it appraised. Whatever you want to do. Take it to I love to take it to the jewelry store, you know, the one you've been shopping at or looking at for a while. Ask them what the replacement value is. Ask them what they're going to charge you to make the same bracelet again. Same quality, same gold weight, same everything. You ask them to make it for you. See what it goes for. It's not going to be $7,999. So this is it. 2 already spoken for, 1 remaining, a $17,000 TVON price. And now I'm going to go even lower. You've got, okay. Thank you. The 1816 Kunzite's gone. So actually, that's one more bracelet we have. I thought he was on the bracelet. So we've got one more than I thought we had. So that's good. We have 2 left, but it's going quickly because the phone lines are starting to get busy. It will not be $79 or $77 or $7,500. And this is the ultimate high-end diamond bangle bracelet. The big style, the awesome, the must-have, and let's truly blow it out. And again, you got one chance to pick it up. It's today. We still have the 3-stone band if you need it. This is go time. And all we can do is give you the greatest value that exists in fine jewelry. If you want to go lab-grown, go that way. Honestly, everything I found this morning early was literally more money for lab-grown stones, and they were smaller diamonds. They were all 10-pointers. So again, it's a really different deal when you're going up to 1/3 of a carat plus in diamonds, and they're ovals and they're brilliant, and they give you a 1-carat look. I mean, what would it cost for a 13-carat bracelet? Bit more, right? That's the look you're getting. You can put it next to your friend's 13-carat bracelet. Put it next to the pieces you see in museums. It is not going to be 75 or 74 or 73 or 72. This is unheard of and unreal, and I know now we have one left again. So here we go. It's only $6,999. That is the best diamond value I've had, because you just simply don't get diamonds of this size in this amount of gold for that price anywhere on planet Earth. So that is it, $69.99. And thank you everybody so much. Thank you to those gals who dialed in early. Granted, they knew they've been waiting for it. They knew it was coming. And there it is, that awesome, beautiful, really, really bright. I mean, you could not get better than those ovals in the brilliant cuts like that. Here's that millimeter size I was telling you about. Let me show you what that looks like on the wrist here, and give you that millimeter size that each and every one of those ovals in bezels looks like, so you can get an idea. Here is the side to side. So see what I'm doing here? I'm going across the sides. This is, of course, with the bezel, but that's what matters. That's 5.5 millimeters in the width. The length of each bezel is approximately, well, there you go, 6 or 7 millimeters. So that's why you get that big, substantial look, and such the look of 1 carat or more in those diamonds. So we'll give it 60 seconds. We have one left, and that'll be $69.99. Thank you so much, everybody. Glad you're with us today. We've got more on the way, so don't worry. We got a lot more to get to, a lot more to do, a lot of fabulous values on the way. Nothing else going to be that pricey, I don't think. At least maybe the Sapphire bracelet. But there's how you do it. Who got the Kunzite, by the way? Carol. Thank you so much. You'll love it. It's a beauty. It really is. It's a great looking stone. It's a great collectible piece. It's that stunning, stunning round that just is the ultimate. So enjoy it. All right, $69.99. Thank you to our gals who have picked this up already as well. If you need the ring, we still have the ring available from Friday night, which is the 3-stone match in the ring. Let's get into our Tanzanite deals that are coming up. Got a big Tanzanite opportunity and a pendant. Have a ring, have turquoise earrings for you as well. It is going to be quite the day to shop the deals. And that bracelet, I will continue to wear it as long as we still have one available. It is amazing quality. And again, that heavy gold weight, love the finishing too, along the inside of the back of that bangle. So impressive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One remaining. Let's get to our Tanzanite pendant right here. Ooh, now look at this. This is a big time deal. This is our yellow diamond combination, but the yellow diamonds are not around it. Instead, it is your whole separate bail. Essentially, just instead of doing this basic gold bail, we decided to amp it up with a big diamond. So that's how you drop this style here. So instead of, and I don't mean like drop it, I mean like just like provide that little elegance, having pair meet pair, point to point here. The way that looks is amazing, isn't it? And so that's going to be item number 112-9487. Listen, I realize we're coming off a big bangle, so here's what I'm going to offer. I'm going to offer you a deal like no other. It's our 4-carat O2 in this pear shape. It is the pear shape that has that, I know we got to see it like face up because this one's a very odd angle when it sits here on this wheel. So let me show you from a distance away, as I like to do, on the hand so you can see what this is going to look like size-wise, and we'll break down the item number here. So it's 9487. It's our 402 pair. It's going to have that big pear-shaped singular diamond. So it's 1 inch top to bottom. That is Museum Reserve on that blue wing, Block D in that pair. Look at that thing go. I mean, purples and blues. I'm wearing a pretty true cobalt blue. It's pretty bright cobalt blue. This is really showing off why Museum Reserve is Museum Reserve. It's not just a purple lavender. It's more blue than it is anything else. And it's got a 27-point yellow diamond right up top. So that's incredibly important there to get that look, that VS, yep, still VS diamond in that yellow. Now let's show you, if you're not familiar, what does a 1-inch pendant look like? Well, here it is on the neckline so you can see it from a distance away, and also that beauty of having the elegance of upgrading to a VS yellow diamond as your veil. I mean, that's a lot better than having a little gold rabbit ear, isn't it? Or a little gold shield up there, or a little speck of a white diamond. You're getting into an over 1/4 carat yellow diamond. That's exceptional. Let's go back up close and give you the wow factor that we have here with hopefully a value. Got to wow you with the value. It's not enough to wow you with the actual piece, the quality, the look, the design, the elegance. We got to give you the wow factor of a deal. And unfortunately, this one is $69.99. Haha, how ironic. I just had a bangle bracelet for $69.99, and now I'm supposed to get the same price exactly for a 4-carat O2 Museum Reserve in the pear shape. I'm going to do something a little bit better. As a matter of fact, we're going to see who's with us today and welcome you in on this Sunday with an auction. I'm going to have to, because I just have this, there's this little inner voice and this kind of, what do they call it, like a gut instinct that tells me that's not going to work at $69.99. So here's what we'll do instead. I'm going to offer you a big value. Going to say, let's put it on the auction block, give you all the opportunity of a lifetime here. Come on in. One big yellow diamond, that is pricey. Very pricey to get a big yellow diamond like that. Then you've got that drape of that stone. It's over 4 carats. It's Museum Reserve. If it weren't to go, now my job is to get the job done. So we're not going to really hypothesize or start to think about hypotheticals about going to a museum. But it can. If it were to stick around today, that's where it can go. It can go get personally escorted. Not by me, of course, because I got to be with you on Wednesday, but you know, it can go to Europe and go with that personal security detail where it gets escorted by hand to a museum exhibit and soon on display. But instead, I think it's going to go to you instead. At least if I make the price right, and if I abandon our price, then you're probably happy because you want your price. And that's what the auction allows you to do, is get away from $7,000, which is rightfully deserved for a piece like this, and go even lower. So it's not going to be $6,000 to start. Welcome into Sunday, everybody. We got about 90 minutes left to go. This is our last chance to shop together for the week, by the way, because we don't see you till Wednesday night. So I know we have that layoff, that massive layoff that some people just call a weekend. So again, we are not here till Wednesday night. So let's get that shopping fix made. Let's do better than $5,000 or $4,000 or, oh, $4,000 really seems right. That's really right for the stone by itself. If it were loose, let's go even lower. Then how about $35,000 or $3,000? Or do we need to really get these phone lines? Now I'm kind of curious at this point. Like, didn't expect to have a bangle here. So now I'm thinking, how do we do this? Can we make it a little more interesting? Instead of $3,000, okay, we need callers. I got to do what it takes. That's why the auction exists as a rule, is because I got to do something to make the phone lines ring. It is Sunday. I'm going to help you. Let's do that. Let's find a way. That's what I do. It's why I show up. It's why I come in here, and that's what we do. Because who else is going to give you a deal like this? Who else is going to provide you? Nobody in the world can even show you a Tanzanite this level. My job is to make it affordable. Let's do better than even $3,000. It's going to be a $10 increment, and let's truly blow it out. Let's go $2,500 to start. $2,500, and that is a big yellow diamond. And let me show you again. I don't like these overhead views. It's harder to see. I know these are set up for rings more or less, but look at that yellow diamond. All set in two-tone, by the way, so that's how it will stay with the two-tone. Now, don't worry, you're not going to see much of that from a distance away. You saw it on the neckline. You don't see really what gold it's set in. The idea is just to really show off the stones themselves. So give the yellow gold for the yellow diamond, give the white gold for the Tanzanite. Let those kind of disappear behind what we're really looking at and interested in, which are the gems that we chose. In this case, a diamond and a beautiful best of gemstone like Tanzanite. So no $2,500 open. Okay. Well, let's see this. I mean, again, I'm going way out there here with these values. Let's try something crazy. It's a fabulous October Sunday. And as we get into fall, and oh, does that, I can feel that crisp fall 90-degree air outside, and I just know that Halloween is around the corner. We have got 4 carats 02 and still no open at 25. So here's what we're going to offer instead. We're going to go even lower and come on in, because I know how many of you have been asking me for more pendants, more pendants, more pendants. You realize why it's a struggle, right? I'm not ignoring those requests. It's just that we have so few Tanzanites left overall. There are so few left to even utilize, to make jewelry out of. We're down to the museum reserves, have been for a while, and now those are going very quickly. So it doesn't leave us a lot of wiggle room here to bring you more and more and more and more. And by the holiday season, when everything really ramps up for shopping and collecting, and everybody on December 15th is saying, can you rush shipping? Can you get, there aren't Tanzanites here anyways. What are we gonna do? 24, 23, 22, 21, how about this? $2,000. Now I'm under cost on, you pick a component. Is it the yellow diamond, is it the Tanzanite, or the labor to put it together? $2,000 for a 402 that can go out to a museum exhibit tomorrow, or it can just go out to you instead. So let's give it 60 seconds to get that started with a $2,000 open. $2,000. And here we go on a Sunday that is just wild. That is something else right there. 2,000, let's see who wants to shop away here. That's what you got to do right now. Give us a quick call, 50 seconds left to go, $2,000 just to start. You may not have a lot of competition today, I can tell you that now. That I know. You get a feel, I can be like 2 minutes into a show, and you get a really, really good feel for who's out there on any given Sunday. So here's how we do it. 2,000, you're not gonna have a lot of competition. It's a great time to be in an auction, especially when you're saving $5,000 potentially with that opening bid as well. So that's very, very important. So 2,000, and let's see if we got it. 20 seconds left to go, and then we will move on. We got a ring here as well that would actually go nicely with it, because it's got the same kind of color, and then we'll do some turquoise earrings. Those are gonna be a lot of fun. Turquoise earrings are here, yellow diamond heart-shaped necklace, purple Paraiba, that whole blowout of purple Paraibas is here as well. So welcome in to a fabulous Sunday. I'm so glad you're here. We have about 94 minutes to go. That's here as well. So again, let me know if you'd like to go ahead and get that started. We can always revisit, and we can do that. Don't forget about that Paraiba. We brought down a nearly 2-carat Paraiba to just an incredible low of $99.99. And now, okay, turquoise time is here. I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I know this. We're going to get the phone lines absolutely rocking. And then let me remove whatever little beard is growing on that turquoise prong there. All right, go ahead. I think we got it. All right, polishing cloth removed. Now we talk about, remember we had the big ones the other day, and oh my goodness, everybody was losing their minds over the huge ones. I had these huge stones the other day. They were also rounds. They looked like the mama to this kind of, again, really special stone. This is a Sleeping Beauty variety, solid all the way through. We did the halo with the diamonds. We did the yellow gold, the rose gold, the white gold for you, whatever you want, whatever you want. It's totally up to you. 9484, item number. What do you think? We've got some Sleeping Beauty best. We're all about the VS diamonds, so let's add those in. Let's not leave it as just a basic stud. Let's give you some more. Let's give you some details. We got a Curetta Sleeping Beauty turquoise, solid gold in your choice of gold color. Love that too. The diamonds are 20 points. They're VS round brilliance going all the way around. I love that it's a round stone, but a squared off halo, so you do get that little extra squared off style, which why is that important? Because if it was a round, there's only one way to wear them. Do you ever think about versatility in your jewelry? Because we're investing into something, we want to wear it multiple ways. If you think about a round and you just put a traditional round halo, you can only wear them one way. They always look the same. With this style, it's a little subtle detail that these are the kind of things I think about. I'm just an overthinker like that. It's just the way my weird brain works. But I will tell you, if you've got a squared off shape like this does, takes the round stone but puts the squared off halo around it, you can wear it two ways, square or at an angle. So it just immediately gives you a little more versatility in how you wear your earring. Still is going to sit close to the ear. This is not going to be a drop or a dangle or a big button style, and they're not going to fall. They're not going to do the whole, they're not going to lean off your ear. They're just really wearable. They're fabulous turquoise. We're still bringing you the best of the best, and I am going to give you a blowout price because they're supposed to be $14.99, and I got to do better. So they've got more diamond weight than the big ones did the other day. We did those huge honkers, you know, the big honkers, those big, the ones that everyone said, wow, they're too big for me. And I agree, they were a little huge. So I wanted to put together, and I heard you, and I get those requests. So I said, let's make something a little bit smaller. We got busy. In a matter of days, it's done. It's here. It's live. And you know what we're going to do instead of $14.99? Watch this. I show you all the different angles. For those of you that go, what should you? I try everything on. I show you everything with measurement. There is not a single, there should never, if you really listen and pay attention, there should never be a question that I leave you with, because that's my, just how I shop. I want to know everything. I'm not that person who glances at something and is like, oh, sure, take my money, and not sure what I'm getting. I always want to know exactly what I'm getting. Now, I angled them here, so they're 3/8 of an inch. And then they have the center post and butterfly backing as well. No silicone backings here. They're going to be the butterfly backing in gold. Here's what they look like on the ear as well, just so you can see. I will show them both ways here so you can see how they look. Again, a little more angled, so if you like a little more height to it, or if you want to go more squared off, you can. Either way, just a little flick of the post here, and it's going to allow you to wear them different ways. But it's also better than $14, better than $9.99. Come on in, turquoise lovers, and I don't think there is anything in this world that turquoise does not go with. It is a color that works for everybody. I think this style works for everybody as well. It's about as classic as it becomes. And if you want to do some early holiday shopping to get a little jump start on what you need, well, here it is. Let's go back to the wheel and take another look at them up close, and they're not even $9.99. Huge value and opportunity, and this is going to be our best seller. It's also going to be not supposed to be, but I'm going to make it the most affordable item of the entire day. When they're supposed to be $14.99, and now we've taken them already $500 off. Remember, you are choosing your gold color. They can go right out to you, unless you choose the really, really odd rose gold. That might take a little extra time. Other than that, they should be out to you in a couple of days, and they're not even $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.77. Can you tell? Sometimes you just got to do something you just got to hear the phone lines ring, and I gotta offer you something before we go. We sign off in 89 minutes, and I don't see you for a couple of days. So I'll miss you guys, and I tell you, I'm gonna miss you terribly. So here's what I'm gonna do to give you a value that's even better than $777. This is amazing jewelry, and you know what? You're gonna miss these values. You're going to miss these values. This is really what it's all about, and get them now, because the longer you wait to buy fine jewelry, the more you're going to pay. So this is the time to get it, and we're going to send these out right now. I'll make it even easier. It's a good thing I'm holding the Bangle bag, because I surpassed the price that these should have been. I mean, can you say with me, say 2 words with me. 2 words. I want you to say it. I want you to chant it like it's your mantra, okay? I don't want to get all like metaphysical on you or anything. But it is Sunday, so, and I pray to the jewelry gods. I worship to one thing, and that is jewelry. I worship jewelry. And I've got to tell you right now that if you want to chant with me and you want to do a little, let's get into this spiritual moment here. This is under cost. Chant it. On everything you're seeing today, I got 89 minutes with you. Let's say it together. Under cost, under cost, under cost, under cost. I'm doing it all day. And we've only got a little bit of time left. So let's do even better than $777. $777 is not your price, and we're busy on the phone lines already. And I'll tell you, it's the most affordable item of the entire show. It really is. I'll do it for $699 a pair. That's for as long as they last. And I've only got a couple pairs here, so that's the good news. But that is where, I mean, the good news is I have more than one. That's lovely. But $699 to get you turquoise of that quality is amazing. And they should be, well, look at that. They are more than double that price, at least they should be. Because half of $14.99, that's math I can do. Yes, even my stupid blonde self, right? I mean, you got to embrace the dumb blonde kind of stereotype sometimes. But I can do that. That $7.50 would be half off. I went lower than that. So that's really exciting. And $699, guys, that's the way to get it. We'll give them 60 seconds. We got to go. If anybody needs that Tanzanite pendant, we can revisit the auction. What else can we show you? Do you want to see the big purple Paraibas, or is that like is that bad idea? I mean, I already showed them, so maybe that's a bad idea. I scared you away with the purple Paraibas. We've got the big Tanzanites. We've got the heart-shaped yellow diamond necklace. We've got a big blue sapphire bracelet as well. I mean, it just does not get any better. This lineup is incredible. And look at this. This is the sweetest yellow diamond. I'm not a fan of all heart shapes because just put the personal preference aside. I just rejected a heart shape, and it looks like this. And I'm not afraid to show it to you. That is a reject. It's not cut properly, not for me at least. And I'm never going to present something to you that's not good enough for my mom. That's my rule. Forget me. I wear costume jewelry sometimes. Like, I wear all kinds of jewelry. I don't mind a good Gucci brooch. I don't mind a good, big statement necklace. I wear all kinds of jewelry. But if it's not good for mom, you guys don't see it. That yellow diamond is going to be rejected. The one in the ring. But the one in the necklace, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so the earrings are $6.99. Congratulations, everybody. Glad you got them. All right, so we're going to move along quickly here. That is such a deal, though, for solid gold, post and butterflies, big turquoise stones that obviously have that look to them. You need a good turquoise. And I think for everybody who has one in a ring, a match in an earring, if you've got any of our Sleeping Beauty, that is such a great way to go. And isn't it cool that lately we've been seeing mostly the rounds? We had that big old round ring the other day. We had the gorgeous rounds in the earrings that were like bowling balls. This is a little bit more wearable for you. So kind of like how that works too. All right, so last chance, last call. Let's go. 60 seconds left on the turquoise, and we'll see if we can sell those out. And then get you a last call on the show, because 90 minutes is down to 85 now. So it's going quickly. We'll do a great big yellow diamond deal. I'm so excited for that yellow diamond necklace. It's a half-carat heart shape, though. So it's really big. Uh-oh, that's going to be interesting. That'll be an adventure. And then it's got yellow diamonds on the sides, too, with the bezels being a little extra. Love that. 40 seconds remaining to go on our turquoise. Get requests in if you have them. I'm pretty excited about these purple Paraibas. Remember the $15,000 and up purple Paraibas? We're going to bring those to you today on discount. Yes, we are. And then let me know how we can help you here. Under $700 for turquoise studs. They look fantastic. Enjoy them. Okay, so we're going to do the Tanzanite ring that's coming up is going to have pear shapes as well. So much like the pendant, except with white diamonds. So that's what I know I hear a lot of you ask for. You got to work hand in hand. I got to guide our jewelry department, because I hear from you guys more than they do, because, that's how it works. So here's what we're going to do also in yellow diamonds. Look at this. This is the big yellow diamond designer ring. Remember that one signed on the inside with that great designer insignia? So that's here. That's down to, you got a great value on that one, $39.99. And then don't forget about let's do our purple Paraibas. We'll do the big blowout here on our purple Paraibas. There's nothing more rare to show you than really a purple Paraiba, or in this case, we have two purples and one that's a little more Ruba light-esque. So we'll show them all to you and give you a choice of, Oh, the yellow diamond ring, the big band that I just flashed? This one? Okay, never mind. I don't get to show that anymore. Oh, that just sold. All right, well, congratulations. Let's show you also the third choice in our purple Paraibas. And on the right side is where I would say is leaning a little more towards Rubelite. The other two are more traditional purple neons. That's what I would say. Go ahead. Did you have a question, Allison? You look like you have a burning question. Oh, okay. They don't want the ring, though, right? Okay, because I'm not going to sell the ring. I will not sell it. But the necklace, did you just want to know when it's coming up? Yeah, the heart-shaped yellow necklace. Yeah. What's the question? Oh, they really want to know like when it's coming up? How about next? Or wait, our top of the hour is 23 minutes. Ask Ed and Jan. I don't mean to be too nosy, but are they available at noon Pacific time on this Sunday? Could we do this at the top of the hour? Because I know we have it's not just, I'm hearing a lot of people are excited about this yellow diamond heart-shaped necklace. It is going to be coming up as our top, I was planning to do it at the top of the hour, if they can wait. Otherwise, if they've got like lunch plans, brunch plans, or something else, we can bring it out earlier, but that's supposed to be my top of the hour. Yeah, I'm a little excited about it. And now I've rejected the ring, so I have one last piece to show you today, which is not what I need. I need more. But here we go. This is gonna be our really fabulous Paraiba wheel. So they're all different varying sizes. We're gonna walk you through what those are, and then we're gonna be on our way with the value story, because that's really the big to-do here, is how we're going to take these down in price, because I know they're a little more expensive. That's why we gotta bring them out at a discount. You know, otherwise, a piece, I know something. You guys, like, there's another place you shop where you have to spend like $20,000 on everything, and that's for the most basic jewelry. Here, we've kind of spoiled you rotten, so, you know, we don't like to spend $20,000 on anything. No matter, I could literally put up the Hope Diamond. If it's 20 grand, you're not gonna buy it, because it's just not what we're used to, right? It's all about me, that's my fault. I admit it, I confess it. Here's my Sunday confessional. I have literally spoiled you for 9 years straight here, almost every day. For the last 9 years, I have spoiled you. I have ruined us for jewelry. I have ruined everything. The whole marketplace accuses me of ruining the business in the industry in the diamond world. Yes, I do. And then I have spoiled you all rotten. If you're a TVON family member, yes, we need to make bumper stickers. You are spoiled rotten when it comes to jewelry. And I'm proud of that. You know what? I'm going to stand here and be proud of that, because there's a stone, 3 of them as a matter of fact, that you can't even put a monetary value on. Priceless. That's where they are, because again, I had this discussion with the other day. Oh, and by the way, a shopper called the other day because she was concerned. She bought a purple Paraiba, and you guys can reach out to me or here or anywhere else. We have pretty well versed jewelry staff. Everybody knows jewelry. I'm happy to help you with anything you need, but I had a caller that was concerned the other day. She bought a purple Paraiba from me, from this show. She took it to her GIA certified appraiser, and she said, well, you guys are full of baloney, because my GIA certified appraiser has never heard of this stone, said that there is no such thing as Paraiba that comes in any other color or any other place than Brazil. And so I'm going, okay, well, now I didn't talk to this individual personally. She reached out to TVON, but I heard this story and I thought, oh, okay. You know, I don't know that individual or where they live or that person's name or what their credentials are. But if you are GIA certified, hopefully they know better. But the thing is this, is that we do routinely, every day, bring items that, yeah, most people have never heard of. That's true. Or have in their shops to sell, or have studied, even if they went to GIA, and even if they studied. I'm consider myself an authority because I don't think that I really should stand up here, and I don't think anybody should stand up here and talk about something they don't know. I believed that. It's probably my journalistic roots. I went to the best school in the world for journalism. I was a thriving journalist for a lot of years in news, in sports, and no matter what my craft, if I was talking about serious news stories and war and covering wars and bombings and things like that, or if I was covering really fun championship stories on sidelines and on basketball courts and on the diamond, I've got to say I don't believe in being a communicator of things you don't know. And so very quickly I got brought into this business from a very random way. I was not like I auditioned for this. I did not study jewelry in my early life until I got into the business, but immersed myself into it because you best believe I'm not going to stand up here and talk about something I don't know. So for those of you that say, yeah, I just don't know a Paraiba, I don't know what that is, hopefully as you watch the show you gain a little bit of a free education, something you'd spend $20,000, $30,000 a session at GIA to learn. So again, there is such a thing as purple Paraibas. They are from Mozambique. There are 3 sources for Paraiba, and as long as it's copper bearing in purple and blue and green, you can call it Paraiba. So this is that purple variety out of Mozambique. It is a rarer color to find than the blue greens. And now here are the big stones we have. The 6 carat 95 oval with 31 points in diamonds. The 4 carat 96 cushion cut with a 101 diamond weight, or the 541, which is our largest over here. That is the 541 more rubelite, and that is going to be our 541 with 71 points in diamonds, and they're all the same price here today. And it is guaranteed to be the lowest price that they ever will be because, well, they're taking up vault space and they're a very popular stone right now when we bring it in a 1 or 2 carat size. So now I thought we'd bring the bigger stones, the bigger examples, the wow factors. Again, oh, I'm sorry, this is the large, $695, and then the $541. So it really is about picking the color. I would choose less on size because they're all big, they're all huge. I would choose less on size and more on what color and setting you like. In this case, it should be about the cut and the color you like. See how the purple, the most purple is the oval. This is the $695, that's the most purple, by far. Then the midpoint is here, and this one's got more rubellite, which means a little more red. Doesn't make it any less valuable. It's actually very, very clean. So they're all superstars when it comes to valuable, when it comes to rare. Now we just get to take them down in price because I get it, they're not for everybody. They're not a couple of dollars, but they are also set in gold with a lot of diamonds. And they will, wow, they started at $15,000 and up from there. They've all been fully presented on the air in the past. It's just, again, today we're moving them out. We're saying, here's our big finale. Sunday, everything's got to go. Let's make sure that they go and get you some of the rarest of the rare in size, in color, in clarity. That's also remarkable. It's one thing to get clarity in a 1 carat, but to get into 7 carat and 5.5 carat sizes and to still have the glow and neon that they have is very impressive. So instead of $14,999, they're going significantly lower than that, and we're going to blow them out right now. Same price no matter which one you choose. They're not even $10,000 or $99.99. They will go. Just let your operator know what your favorite choice is. This one's got that fully finished inside, which because it's wider there. So you do have that built in. Here's the inside. This one does as well. It's an under gallery, but we didn't want to take away from the clarity of the stone. Same thing here. So those are more those traditional settings. This is more of that wider, kind of almost a dome style, almost a wider band. But all you do is pick your favorite, whichever one you like the best, and you will never go wrong with our purple Paraibas. These are just the ultimate high-level large stones, and we're going to make them better than $9,000, $8,000, $7,000, and $6,000. Does not happen, and you will be one of the most high-end collectors in the world just by owning one of these stones. There really is nothing more. And for anybody who says there is no such thing, well, there is. It's just that, I think, is such a great testament to how rare this is. If you have GIA certified appraisers telling people, telling collectors there is no such thing, they just don't know it, right? You can't, yeah, I get it. This is really important. It really is. It's so rare. It's so completely rare. Myra's saying the same thing. She knows her gems. She just emailed me. She goes, are they really a thing? Is this really true? Is this real? Yes, they are. I've been selling them since 2004. They are. They are fabulous. And again, it comes down to the copper, which you can't do, you can't know, you can't experience with just visual. You need to, obviously, they go through comprehensive testing to know there's copper content. And you cannot call it Paraiba unless there is a true verifiable copper content. That's what separates. There's a lot of tourmalines out there. We show a lot of them, but that word Paraiba denotes a copper content, which is what really propels this stone above and beyond all the rest when it comes to rarity. So that's what you've got to really, again, let that sink in, because that's what really makes this unique. And of course, these stones, it doesn't matter whether you get the Brazilian, the Mozambique, the Nigerian, they're all completely mined out today. There are no active mines in the world for Paraiba at all. And we're doing better than 69, better than 59. I will truly blow them out. It's 60 seconds only. We're going to make them $4,999 a ring. And it's truly up to you whether you want the $695 or, again, the $496. It really is, yeah. Oval, and are you loving the center? Look at that with that big, bold under gallery. Let me try it on for you. That is item number 1128521, and we have only 2 left, and it's going to be our cushions in succession there. But look at how amazing that is. Purple glow, the ability for them to glow under lower light, which they also do. $49.99, thank you on that. And you saw that stone, look how clean. From a distance away, it is just, look at how that glows. You can't find an inclusion. I'm only about 2 feet away from it, from this perspective. Yes? Good question. Yes, you can. The question is a good one, and it applies to the other 2 as well. Can you change the gold color? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. So same with the oval. You can change it to yellow or rose. We do the white gold, as you can see, pretty consistently to start. You can change it if you like. $49.99. Don't forget, we have the ultra high clarity rubellite color on the right. That is the $541. And then we have the $496 right there. So pretty similar in their looks, I would say. One's a little wider, one's a little more narrow. Okay, last call. Let's go, guys. We've got a last final chance here. This is it, $49.99. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we got an hour left. So let's do something. I know, hey, by the way, Allison, were Ed and Jan, were they okay waiting for the top of the hour? Okay, just want to make sure. Jason, who got yours? Jane, thank you so much, Jane. So we've got that yellow diamond special coming up at the top of the hour. That's in about 12 minutes. 12 minutes from now, don't have to wait much longer. Now, if anybody, hold on, I had this yesterday. I'm going to bring something out here. There are a few of you right now saying, is there anything smaller? I did not show this yesterday. I'm going to show it right now. The answer is yes. I have the same color, more diamond weight. Oh boy, this is 1129489. This is the bridge setting. This is the bridge setting style. This is something special. This is 9489. And it doesn't look like any other gemstone out there. I adore this gem. Of course, I've made it my passion. It has been something I just loved from the beginning. I love their rarity. I love different unique pieces, but to get something like this, carat 38, 9489, it is our carat 38 with also a 105 diamond weight. Here's the thing. Live on the air, and I'm literally getting messages from you guys live, because I do. If you reach out to me personally, I get it live on the spot in the moment, and we'll respond back. I will say this. There are people right now asking me, do you have anything more affordable? Do you have anything smaller in size? The answer is yes, I have this one, and here's the problem. I will show this piece to you. I will show you the price on the bag. It was here yesterday. I refrained from showing it on my Saturday show. Why did I do that? I'm going to show it to you. It says $7,999 on this bag right here. I'm going to show you the piece. I'm going to show you the price. Obviously, it's ultra clean. It's still a good size at 1.5 carats almost. And then you have the fabulous diamond weight all the rest of the way around it. What I'm going to do here is take that $79.90. Obviously, that's not going to work. That makes sense, right? Given what I just did on the big stones and the big blowout, that's not going to work. So I'll put it on the auction block, because you've said to me, I've had this question now from 4 people. Do you have anything a little smaller? Smaller, yes. Still ever as much quality, rarity, and beauty, and brightness, and neon. Look at this, and come on over. Here's what I will do. We got to help you out here. Got to help you out. This is what I'm going to do right now. And here's the price tag. This is the legitimate bag. This is not something I write. It's not my handwriting. You saw my handwriting earlier. It's a lot messier than that. And that's because I'm usually rushing. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make this really special. I didn't get my mom's genetic handwriting. She writes like her literal writing. Her handwriting, her regular penmanship, looks like calligraphy. It literally does. She's special. But yeah, not me. Here's what I've got for you. I'm going to put it on the auction block. We're going to make this really interesting, and we'll take it lower than 5 because we have to. If you want to spend 5, you would have probably picked up one of the bigger ones that I just had on blowout. So we'll go lower than 5, lower than 4. I'm going to do $3,500, and we'll see how that goes instead. On our ultra clean purple Paraiba with this time a carat 05 in an amazing bridge. You know this is that heavyweight diamond bridge we love. It's where it all started. You know, this was the original bridge mounting ever. It all began here, and then of course it spawned different ones, larger and smaller, and different scales and different sizes. But here we go, down to $3,500 and a $10 increment on that one as well. And here is your moment to get in. And for those of you that just asked, is there anything a little smaller? Well, here it is. And this is why I didn't want to show it yesterday, because it was $8,000. What a difference a day makes. Now it's $3,500 in the auction. Here's what it looks like on. Wow, I literally cannot express to you, and I hope you're seeing this at home. As I move it, that side to that side, what do you see? You're able to look through all of the stone. You're seeing its complete clarity on that stone from side to side. You're seeing right through it. You're seeing this, and I don't mean like a window or anything like that. It is just amazing how this looks. You know what? We got to go lower. I got to do something crazy wild here. Not going to be 35. Let's get it done. We've got a couple minutes left to go till that yellow diamond heart shape comes out in the necklace. That's very exciting. We'll come in as close as I can. Look at how bright and clean that stone is. Neon, it is the ultimate. It is the ultimate. And we're going to make it better than 35, better than 34 or 33 or 32. It's one of the last chances here to get one, to try this incredible stone, to get this rarity. And we'll do better than 32 or 31. Let's go $3,000 to start. I beg you to look at my values today because they are on point. What I've done today in an hour and 52 minutes is beyond compare. And now, look at this, the purple pot. I mean, do you see what I'm seeing as we watch it sway? And I know this makes, it's a little dizzying, or is it just me? It's a little dizzying the way you see it up close, but I wanted to show you the clarity because as this swings from one side to the other, you're seeing that angle where you're actually looking through the stone as if the stone was loose and you were twirling it with the tweezers, if you were looking at it front to back and all through the sides. And then to house those diamonds beneath it and underneath it so you can actually see that, it's giving a little extra life to the Paraiba. It's giving some brilliance. You're seeing through it. It's almost like, looks like little brilliant champagne bubbles coming through to the stone surface, and yet there's one of our rarest, $3,000. When that mounting costs more today, unfortunately, it's true. But that's why I've got the auction to help you out, because there's some of us that have been shopping here a long time that know, well, that mounting used to be $2,500. Well, not anymore, it's not. And that's the beauty of this. Look what I just did. I'm charging you nothing for the Paraiba. We've got you under the price of the mounting. We've got, listen, there's a lot of people who can do a really special opportunity. I do it all the time. But to give you a stone for free like this is, to say, help us pay for the mounting and we'll give you the stone and just include it for nothing, that's an extra level. So here's what you have, $3,000. Let's give it 60 seconds to get it started. And then I think it's going to be yellow diamond time here. Yellow diamond opportunity. We still have one left on our diamond bangle, the 4.5 carat diamond oval bangle with those big old 35-point stones. And we have a verification going on. And then don't forget we have that. Now, I have had not an open on an auction today, so, but this is a different level. I also haven't brought out a purple Paraiba on the auction block that the mounting's not even covered with the open, which is why I'm starting low. You know why you start low when you do this? Because people ask me all the time, well, if you don't want to lose money, then don't start so low. True. That's a very valid point y'all make. You guys are so smart. But I will say, the problem with that is that if I started at $5,000 or $6,000, I'm not going to get an open. You're going to sit here and go, is she crazy? She just had the big stones for $5,000. Why would I be? So you guys, that's never going to fly. I need to give you that obvious value because on a day like today, some days they're quiet. You got to make something out of what you got, even if you got nothing. So here we are looking for $3,000, which is literally less than the price of the mounting that we have to put in. We dump in a lot of money to make that mounting because it's a carat of 5 in diamonds and a lot of gold. It's got the gold of 3 rings in one. This is why we love it so much. But again, yeah, I think our bridge days might be coming to an end, to be honest with you. With gold being over $4,000 an ounce, it's going to be really tough to make that mounting, and I know you're used to seeing it at less money. Not less than $3,000, but like in the previous, like if you shopped this 7 years ago when we first made it, if you were with me in those, those long time ago times, we're talking about 2018, 2019, you're going, yeah, but I used to buy that mounting for $2,500 on its own. Not anymore. That was so many years ago. But now there's no excuse because it is less than the price of the mounting, and then the purple Paraiba, which is one of the rarest stones in the world, is free. So hopefully it's obvious, but again, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Hi, Jason. How can I help you? Oh, who's that? Hi, Joseph. Where's Joseph calling from? We have the open, by the way. Oh, that's Connecticut. Wow. So way off on the other side of the country. Love that. Well, Joseph, thank you so much. We've got the open at $3,000, and we will, well, it's getting close to the top of the hour. So it's getting close to move it on time, meaning we got to get that yellow diamond necklace home, which we will do. But that also means we've got to wrap this up shortly. And let me try it on the hand again. Remember, you do get a choice of gold color. So it will be on the house, yellow gold or rose gold. We can change it to for free for you. We're going to do the sizing. Let's cover that. Let's do the free shipping as well. Let's do all of that. And then look at that copper rich, which normally, copper gives a lot of inclusions. Tourmaline is included as a gemstone. It's always got a lot of inclusions. Always, always, always. You don't see any here. Well, guys, people ask this a lot too. They say, but you always talk about it being so included. Why are yours all, I've never seen one included on your show. Well, because we pick out the very, very, very best. We pick out that top stone out of hundreds, or in some cases, thousands, so that you're not going, ooh, because that's not really what I'm looking, I'm not going for, ooh, oh, no, I don't like that. Or, ooh, that's a dirty stone. Or, ooh, it's amazing, how choosy we become when you only get accustomed to the very best, It's like the second I have a stone with an inclusion, you go, oh, look at that. It's horrible. There's an inclusion. You know, and a lot of gems, well, they're expected to have inclusions. It's just all about how do I say this? How choosy you are, how much of, how demanding are we for the jewelry we decide to present. Keeping in mind that a lot of my friends who are in the business who don't do it on TV, they have what are called jewelry stores where they have that case and you walk in and you just got someone off the streets and they use their own eyes and they just look at something and go, okay, sure, I'll take it. Never could you walk into a jewelry store and ever see an up-close view of a stone like this unless you're taking your loupe. If you take out your loupe and you go, hold on, that's one thing. But if you're just looking at a piece, you would never get the experience of seeing it with this kind of up-close scrutiny anyways. So that is why I love TV for that reason, because you're seeing it live. I can't edit this. I can't clean it up. I can't like take a photograph and, you know, one button and click, all of a sudden it looks perfect. I can't change the color. I can't change the clarity. It's moving here live. It's not even an edited, produced light box shot. It's just sitting here next to me. I'm trying it on. I'm putting it back down. I'm putting it back in the bag, sending it out to you. So it's live and you're seeing what you're getting. So that's very important too. So 3,000 we've got. Let's give it 2 minutes because, well, we're getting close to the top of the hour. Got to do it. So final last call here if you'd like to get in on this one at a $3,000 open on one of the most beautiful, bright, high clarity and an $8,000 piece. I love it. I'm so glad. See, Kathy said, I like being pampered and spoiled. That's good. She says, I'm to blame. And you know what? I take that blame, Kathy. As long as I am pampering you and spoiling you, I take the blame. I will, and gladly I wear it proudly like a badge of honor. I do. Somebody got to get me a badge of honor, like a badge of honor about, yeah, spoiling you rotten. I love doing it. I've been doing it for a long time on TV. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing it, but I'm going to be just, again, giving you those values for as long as I can. I know it's not easy to do anymore, but it definitely is. I think the auction is very helpful to give you that extra value where otherwise you'd be paying $8,000 for this. And that is something that I know just from experience. We could show it to you. I could say, you know, anything in the world, and it's not going to convince you to spend $8,000 when you're used to something different. And that's what I like about this opportunity. So Joseph, has he ever shopped here before? I'm assuming yes. He shopped here before. Always wanted a Paraiba, getting a purple one here, rare as can be. It looks like it's looking real good. Jason and Joseph together here are collaborating. So I like that. Joseph's on the phone with Jason. So we've got a good thing going on and we've got no competition yet for you. And that's very exciting. So it's, again, a light competition day on auctions, which really makes it all the easier to get in on those values. So there we go. 3,040 seconds left for any competitors to come in. Then we've got our heart-shaped yellow necklace coming up. The yellow diamond will be here, and our last hour is also here. So if you have any requests, we're still waiting on those. Still waiting on some requests here. If anything at all is something you'd like to see, maybe bring back out from a previous day or two, no problem. All right. Joseph, congratulations. We'll have it right out to Connecticut for you. Is he keeping it in the white gold or is he going yellow? Yeah, keeping it in the white gold. Sounds good to me. Well, it's all yours. We got to wait 10 more seconds to make it official, but it's looking real good. So congratulations on that one. Well done, and what a collectible that is. So enjoy. That is sold, and we'll get you ready for our big top of the hour. Now, this may not sit fully centered up for you. It's going to lean a little bit. Just be aware, this is our true heart-shaped yellow. It's got a few extra diamonds on the sides, and it's a beauty, isn't it? It's going to be item number 112-7375. Welcome into our little last bit of Sunday together today. Glad you're with us. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host here at TVON, and I'm so glad you're with us today for our last little bit of this time together until Wednesday night, of course. This is going to be 112-7375, and thank you to Ed and Jan for waiting on this, by the way, because this is very, very special, and 50 points in a VS yellow diamond. The problem is, again, very, very limited. Only so many yellow diamonds of this size to go around, especially in that fancy heart. Everyone's doing this these days, right? The heart. So we love a good heart shape. And the meaning of love behind it, it literally speaks volumes without saying a word. You never have to speak, and everyone knows that you're loved. And that is self-love, that is love, romantic love, that is familial love, that is best friend love, that is love. Love is love. And I got to tell you, a heart shape in a yellow diamond that is a half-carat VS stone, still VS. I'm going to, sadly, I do have to reject that ring that we had initially set up to match it. It's just not a good cut. This is. So I'm going to reject the ring. The ring we're going to have to rework. I'll see if we can ever find you a larger heart shape to go in that ring. But this, to that end, that's not the first heart shape I've rejected either. I've done that before because it is complex. So you can take the best lapidary in the world. Cutting a heart shape out of a diamond is very difficult to do. And the last thing you want to do is, well, waste a precious yellow diamond material. See, that's why you see so few of them in diamonds. Think about that. There's a 1 carat heart shape that just has a weird, funky cut. It ends up being like you would see a window in an oval. That one's creating something weird around the lobes. So I don't love it for you. Again, if it's not good enough for me or my mom, I'm not offering it to you. But that's a 1 carat yellow diamond heart shape. That's like a $15,000 minimum stone. This is part of why lapidaries, who are the people that cut these gems, don't want to do fancy cuts like a heart shape, because they just messed up a 1 carat yellow diamond. It would have been foolproof to go with a round or an oval or a cushion cut. Easy, simple, straightforward, done. Now that stone is more or less wasted. And that's why, again, when you see a heart shape in a diamond, especially a yellow diamond that is, oh, by the way, mined from the earth, that color, we didn't do anything to it. We faceted it and polished it, but we didn't heat it, we didn't treat it, we didn't irradiate it, we didn't bombard it, we didn't do anything like that. We didn't spray paint it, didn't coat it, we didn't like pump it with chemicals. That's how a lot of diamonds get their color that you see elsewhere. This is natural. So there's that, and that's part of why, if you're going, yeah, you know what, I don't see a lot of heart-shaped diamonds, even white diamonds. That's why, because when you attempt it, and if it doesn't go as planned, like that yellow diamond in the ring, you're in trouble. You wasted some really precious material. And it's not like you could go back. You could take that heart shape, but when you cut it again, it's going to get half the size. So this is why this is a major feat to see. This is a real exciting moment here. As we take a look at our heart-shaped yellow diamond, all bezel set. Isn't that something? And a 50-pointer with, where are those extra 3 points? They're on the sides, they're round brilliants, they're bezel set, and they're still yellows. There they are, matching the heart. So we'll remind you that each of those side diamonds are going to frame it beautifully. You've got diamond cut chain as well. This is all the bells and whistles. Quite literally, you have the lobster claw clasp, you have the 16, 17, and 18 inches adjustable links, and it could not be more perfect sitting on that neckline. Oh, the way, and you'll see that, you'll see it. I'm always going to try it on. But here we go with what we can do to bring you 53 points minimum in a two-tone gold, because of course all your yellows are going to be in the yellow gold. The white chain just gives it the contrast there, and it goes with everything. It goes with all your precious metals, all your sterlings, your platinums, your white metals, your yellow metals. Look at that from a distance away. The most perfect, simple heart shape. It stands out because why? It's all bezel set with the prongs, so dual setting style as well, beautifully finished so that it's going to sit perfectly. To that end, let's show it on the neckline so you can see, and I'll show you some of the adjustable links. 16 sits right about here, 17 here, and 18 right about here. So a lot of different links to play with. A gorgeous look with those side diamonds that when it's sitting against your neckline, like when it's actually not a person holding it up to a neckline, but actually fastening it, like I only have the one here, otherwise I would just wear one and show you one, but you know, kind of limited here. But look at how beautiful that is when you see it on. If it's attached, it sits beautifully. It's never going to flip or turn. You're not going to have that clasp turn towards the center because, well, the weight of the yellow diamond is going to keep that centered up. Yes? Sure, I'm going to show that to you. As always, take a look. That's the back of it. There's the side of it. Excuse any fingerprints that might be there. There's the front upside down. There's that profile. And of course, it's all ensconced, Susan. So if you're looking for more gold, you got it. If you're looking for hollowed out tinny basket work that's maybe sharp in the back or anything like that, that's not it. That is a beautiful, bright, and again, not faint yellow either. Clean up our wheel here. Still some weird stuff in the air from our little incident the other night, but take a look at that. That is a gorgeous bright yellow. And I know it's harder to see when it's sitting here, but I'm going to show you right there what it looks like. Thanks, Susan, so much for the call. We appreciate you. Tell you what we'll do, guys. 50 points in the center, bezel and prong. Did you see the dual settings? I want you to know what I'm talking about when you see it. There's a dual setting here. So we did the whole bezel, which means bezel means you surround it. It's completely. Think of the way you put a border around something, a frame around a photograph. You are completely following the lines of that heart shape with solid gold. You have the prongs as well, as if the bezel is not secure enough. This is why it's called a dual setting. You've got the prongs and the bezel together. 16, 17, 18, so much adjustability, which is why it makes for perfect gifting, and it's already late October. So, and if you think we're gonna have any more yellow diamonds or more coming out or more, you think things are gonna crash by December in pricing and you'll get it for, you know, under $3,000 in December. Nope, not the way it's going. It hasn't gone that way yet. I've been doing this for 25 years. I've never seen the gold or the diamond market crash. Chances are not going to do that before the end of 2025, especially when we're seeing record highs. So again, we've got that little break here from that. We do what we do. We bring values. We still haven't compromised. We haven't brought you lab grown. We haven't brought you, you know, any kind of treated diamond. What can we do besides, oof, sorry, it was just a moment of realizing this is supposed to be $3,299. Can I skip it? It is a top of the hour after all, and we are in our last call on the show. So it's our last few minutes of our Sunday together. Take a look at this. It is such a big moment for our yellow diamond lovers, and a half carat minimum. Only have a couple to go around. Yes? The 496? Sure. Here's the 496, 8519. Can I try this on real quick? We have a question about one of the big copper bearing purples. So take a look at this on the hand for, I'm not sure who's asking about it yet, but that is item number 8519. That is the 4 carat 96 cushion cut with a carat 01 in the diamond weight. So it had a nice diamond weight on that one, and a nearly 5 carat, and reminder that was $49.99 as well. So we remember we had 3 in total. One's already gone. This one's verifying. It would leave us with just the more rubellite color left. So we'll talk about that. But again, that is a beauty at $49.99. That's the one they're looking for, right? Okay, so let's go back to our heart-shaped yellow diamond necklace. I know, $32.99, it doesn't seem to be resonating with anybody. I gotcha. So let's bring this even lower. Not going to be 32. Yeah. Questions on that one? Are we good? Did I answer all their questions on that one? Hopefully, yes. Here's a good look at the heart shape. Just angle it a little bit. Don't forget about those yellow diamonds that are beside it on either side. Those bezel sets, thank you, on the 496. It leaves us with one of our jumbo purples left, and that's it. But now, okay, I am on a mission here. We got 50 minutes. Yikes. If only I had 2,000 of these to sell. I don't, but I'm going to make it so that we could if we had them. The key here is going to be dialing in a hurry. Let's get those start bolting to the phone however you need to. Get to the phone, have it in hand, be dialed in, because I'm going to blow this thing out. We had a beautiful white diamond necklace the other day, not very far off. It was an 1888 piece that sold out completely in about 30 seconds. I think this could go even faster because I'm not asking for 1888. It's under $2,000. We're going much lower, significantly less than that. You're not paying 18, 17, 16, 15. What about $14.99 though? Getting warmer on the value front, that spoiled level we like to be at. You and I like to hang out with free jewelry. There's something serious going on here. Not 14, not 13. Gifting season is here. Holidays are around the corner. I was thinking about it today. I just could not believe it. I had this flash driving in today. Well, I wasn't driving. I was sitting on a freeway, and I was thinking about it. And I was going, yes, even on Sunday morning. I was like, 2 months from right now, we're going to be planning our New Year's Eve outfits. We're going to be thinking about resolutions, and we're going to be like 4 or 5 days away from Christmas. I was 2 months, in 2 months, which is like that. I think getting your gifting or your special piece you want to wear this holiday season, whatever it is, because I know a lot of you gift for yourselves. I know that, and that is key. And hopefully it's affordable enough to where you can do that, but think outside the box here. If I make it even more affordable than 14 or 13 or 12, because I don't know about you, but I don't know how many of us are prepared to walk into a retail store in December and see this price or more for sterling silver baubles. I'm not ready for that. I'm ready for you to come to me and say, wow, I got a little eye-opening experience when I went out to that store that I usually go to. Yeah, it's a new world. And we're still here bringing you old world pricing. I'm going to bring it better than even 14, 13, even $12.99. Let's go all-time crazy, ridiculous low, a heart shape. Again, something that should have a premium price tag. Very limited, very rare, very special, and all that gold. There's 18 inches of gold in total here. You can't top that. And we're going to make it even better. even better than 12 or 11 or 10.99. Come on in, you got to get one and fast. We'll make it only $999. There you go. I'm committed to that really big value we love on everything imaginable. Take it while it's here, while you can't. Look at that gorgeous, beautiful, brilliant heart. It's not just a heart shape. Normal heart shapes would have kind of a lot of open, there'd be a lot of open kind of color. You wouldn't see that brilliant glittering effect we're seeing. That is so outstanding. And $9.99 gets it to you. What a beauty that is. Enjoy it. Reminder, there's only a couple pieces left from the show. We'll be recapping them for you as well. Especially important if you missed a couple hours earlier. We have one of our, so Joanne, you did take that $496. Who got that one? Who was that, Joanne, that got the $496? And do you still have that? Because I'm going to recap the last one we have left then, because you know everything else in the purples is gone. We've had 4 in the last few minutes. We have everything gone but one, so I will show that to you. $9.99, yes. They did get one already. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Thank you for, again, waiting to see that. I'm so glad we got to present that for you today. Perfect way to go. And again, another look at it here on the neckline. Why not see it where it's going to be? Why not see what it looks like on the neckline? And that is it, right about where I would wear it. I love a good, you know, also the beauty of having the versatility of 16, 17, and 18 is that you can also layer with it, because, you know, a lot of people are liking the layering look these days. So you can always put something else, you know, higher or lower if you want to. This could be higher, this could be lower, depending on what it is you're layering it with. Maybe it's a DBTY, maybe it's your favorite cross pendant, maybe it's your initial style, maybe it's your dog tag, whatever it is. There's a lot of great options, and you can still, I think this one, given that it is a more station style, sits beautifully as maybe the foundation piece. Then you can layer any bigger pieces with it at a lengthier type of position down here. But again, totally up to you. You can't have too much jewelry on these days. It just looks so high style when you stack and layer. So $9.99 on our fabulous yellow diamond necklace. Thank you so much, everybody. And then, of course, the bezel and the prongs. And then, of course, I like to show you the rounds. There are those rounds that are going to bring you a little extra in the bezels. And of course, just a bezel on the round. Since they're smaller, they don't need that dual setting. They're just fine with the single bezel there. And then we're going to recap that last purple Paraiba. It was actually, ironically, probably not surprising, because it's the more rubelite of the colors, which we don't see as much. And so we will flash that again for you. And then I think we need to do some recaps and reminders, but we also have that Tanzanite, our 509. I'm going to show you an oval Tanzanite. And then our last call, we've got one left on the Bangle. So we'll give you a last call on that diamond Bangle, the 453. So we'll show that one more time. All right, moving on from that one, here's that last copper bearing. It's a little more leaning toward rubelite, which I think, well, we don't talk about much because I don't have many. It's even more rare than the purples. It's 1128565. Maybe it'll help to see all the information with it as well. It usually does. And this is our 541 cushion. So out of all the purple Paraibas I've had 4 today, they're all gone except for this one. And this is a, yeah, maybe not as purple. It's got a little more red purple color, which qualifies it more as a rubelite type of color, but still Couperin albaite, which means it has that copper content to it. Now it's a 541 with 71 points, very traditional halo here with a continuation of the diamonds down the sides, and it's in the white gold, or you can change it, because we already had some of you opting to do just that with the previous purple Paraiba. So you can change the gold color if you'd like to. Reminder, this is that last call, best of price tag, the blowout. It's only $49.99. And for a 541, we just got that indeed under $1,000 a carat. And now you have that big frame in diamonds to go with it, and the choice of gold color and size, all done for free for you. And Jason, what are you picking up over there? Are you on yellow diamond still? I'm still going to keep an eye on those, because I can't oversell them. We can sell them out, but we can't oversell. Plus, we have just a couple of pieces from our first hour here, like the trillion cut amethyst, the great Kunzite solitaire. The big Kunzite's gone, but we have the solitaire style, which is a little smaller. Plus, our aqua emerald cut is here as well. We'll show you a couple more options. We have a quick YouTube request, so I'm not sure who this is, but we do have a radiant cut color change Sphinx. I think I know then. If it's a Sphinx, we get that request a couple of times a week. Here is our Sphinx. Wow, that is still just ever so breathtaking. I love a radiant cut. So emerald cut, yes, on the outside, but it's got radiant cutting on the inside, and it's item number 11288463. Thank you for the request. It's our 160 radiant cut color change Sphinx, of course, bright greens. all of the colors of the rainbow. That's called dispersion. Then you have a color changing ability, so it can go from green to red. The stone size is a carat 60. The diamond weight is 42 points, and I'm going to try it on for you shortly here so you can see how this is made. This is one of the wider and more detailed. Yes, mill grain gives it a little vintage. If you tend to like vintage or antique or estate type pieces, granted I don't sell used jewelry, but we do have sometimes the look of, meaning, and I don't mean beat up and worn, I mean vintage. Kind of an Art Deco look. When you see that mill grain like that and those cutouts and it looks a little lacy, that usually harkens back to a different era of jewelry, and so it gives that look. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you as well. And we only have the one. And when you start to see from this further distance away and you see how bright a green it is, very telling to why that is top quality sphene, because the ones that are still rare, listen, they're all rare, but as they go darker, they're not usually as desired. When they get that deeper, darker, more olive tone, this one's amazing. And it's actually a new markdown, yeah. What'd she call herself? Yes, she's also spoiled rotten good. We've got, oh, I'm glad. I'm so glad. She got a heart shape? Wonderful. Thank you so much. Here's what we'll do on this one. Look at how bright. I just think from seeing it from a distance like this is such an impactful look on the sphenes. And the $49.99 is now the former price of $49.99. It goes a lot lower right now, the very first color on this one, and we can change it. Oh, I'm showing we can change the gold color to white or to rose if you'd like to. All righty, coming up, it's amazing. I will do this right now for only $2,900. You know what? Skip 29. Skip 25. Let's move some jewelry. 41 minutes to go. Let's make it only $2,299 instead. And that stone is something else. Carat 60 is a real good size for this gem. All that orange into red, into yellows, into golden, some blue flashes as well. $22.99. And this ribbing detail too, it doesn't just stop with the mill grain and the cutouts and the pave. It's got that little rib texture on the sides as well. $22.99. And you know what? I'm going to make a note because I think we're all seeing it. It's a little crooked for my taste. So it just needs a little bit like tilt up on the right side. That's all it needs. A little, I'm going to have them reset that for you, or whether you get it or not, we're going to reset it. But just a little, just needs a little bit of an uptick on the right side. So that's $22.99. And then here it is. Well, last call on that one too. There's our more copper-bearing rubellite great stone there, clean. Let's get to our tansy. Here it is, the one you have not seen yet today, except for a brief flash. Here is the oval Tanzanite with the 5-carat plus size, 112, 93, 46. Goes with that pendant we still have here from earlier as well. This is amazing, isn't it? So we've got a really cool piece here, and yet classic, but upgraded. So anybody can do a 3-stone style or even a 5-stone style like this. But really interesting when you have the pear shapes pointing one direction. We've done bands like it where it's just pear shaped side to side, but this so impressive here to see a couple of extra bigger diamonds. Loving that. And the size, 509, 47 points in the diamonds. These are jumbo. You got the diamonds weighing out to be on average about 11 to 12 points. Beautiful look there. Call me on that rubellite. By the way, it's our last of our copper bearings left from today, besides the blue-green Paraiba I had, the carat 66 for $9,999. But here we are with the very, very important way to go. If you like a Tanzanite, I don't know if the auctions are working that well, so here's what I'll do. I can blow out jewelry all by my lonesome. We've got our $8,999 price tag. It's a little steep. I think that we can do a little bit better today just because, well, what's going to happen? We got 2 days to lag. I don't know. Reset. 2 days. Here's my 509 oval. Wait till you see this on the hand. Perfect balance to this ring. If you like a classic, but you're just going to solitaire is not enough. It needs something. It's the best Tanzanite in the world. Doesn't it need something? You can't do a solitaire. You got to have some diamonds. Well, we solved that. We went with really big individual pear shapes, really amped them up here, gave you that high-end style. Let's blow it out right now. 8,000, guys, I'm not kidding. I wish I was. I wish I was. But that's the thing. I'm making it a better value. Yes, question. What about it? I was going to recap it though. We didn't get an open on the auction. You can't sell, what are you selling it for, $69.99? All right, the pendant just sold for $69.99, so I won't be recapping that. That was the 402, $69.99, with the big yellow diamond up top, which is still a pear shape, so I think they still kind of go together. Pear shape, pear shape, pear shapes on the side. Wait. So we've got, well, this one was an auction that I didn't get an open for. So what are we doing on this? Hold on, let's stop everything here. We got someone asking about this one real quick from like an hour ago, maybe more. Who wants the Tanzanite pendant? We can get this out the door right now. 9487 was the number for those of you that are seeing it for the first time. We didn't, this is $69.99. So here's what we did. I tried to get an open at $2,000 on 9487. I'll tell you what, since we're running a little light on time and we're starting to get some requests in and we're getting a lot of recap requests, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make this $1,999 right now. And then we'll go back to the ring. But I want to make sure we have somebody asking about the pendant right now. So let's just do $19.99 instead and send it out. Let's give it 60 seconds here because it is the 402. And I know for a lot of you, you're probably seeing it right now for the first time today. So let's make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to get that new blowout. Oh, $19.99. If you didn't see it on the neckline yet, then I promise we'll go back to the ring, which we haven't really started yet. And this is that big yellow diamond pear shape, 27 pointer. Look, did you see when I picked it up, all the reds coming from the all the way from the outside? Look at this. How stunning is this? 1 inch in the length, just as a little recap here. 1 inch top to bottom, exact. Look at that, isn't that great? And then here it is on the neckline for you as well, because why not? Better viewpoint there probably. You know what's also great is because it's got the two-tone gold, you can use it with a white gold or yellow gold chain. I think either way is going to work because you have your yellow gold up top and your white gold for the base, which is where your Tanzanite is set. So you get to choose even what, or diamonds by the yard would work, or if you have some of you have our yellow diamonds by the yard, that'd work beautifully with it because that is a yellow diamond up top. So $19.99, back to the wheel and the close-up, and then we'll move right along. What is on it? Something is like, just give it an extra scrub, a dub, and then we'll see if we got it. Okay, good. Sure, Jason, which one are they asking about? I can probably offer some assistance there. A piece from today? The yellow diamond necklace. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and recap that stone in the oval first. This one, I don't know, should be gone. Here we go with the oval. Back to the ring with the pear-shaped white diamonds. That's what I hear a lot of you asking for. Let's go crazy on 1129346. The 5-carat 09. Congrats if you're getting the pendant. The spine is still here. And now we're talking about a 509 oval with big over, well, on average, because you got all you can do is an average. Look at the smaller and then larger. See how they actually start smaller and then they get larger through the sides? So really impressive pear-shaped white diamonds, great looking stone. Let's make this museum reserve a deal. And big value from I can't do $89.99. Let's blow it out, and then we'll recap a few things. We've got 35 minutes. We've got a few recaps. We're going to sell everything from the show, and boy, what a day. What a day here. What a great day to be shopping. Let's blow it out right now for, I can do $4,500, or maybe we need to take it a little bit lower than that today. For the end of the show, it's here. Look at this on the hand here. So it's, again, balanced in the way it should be, no matter what your ring size is. When this is sized for you, those diamonds are going to perfectly sit side to side. You see that? It's far too big. This one's about 3 sizes too big for me. And why am I not doing this and this and this and propping it up and squeezing my hand together to hold it upright? Because of those diamonds. That's why. Because of the diamonds and the way they're set, because you know most of these rings are 2 or 3 sizes too big and they're flying all over the place. That one is because even now, I still want you to get your actual size. We're doing that for you. But just know that that is that proper setting, that it's going to keep it balanced and keep that stone centered up right where it should be. So it's not always doing this and this and this every single day of my life. I'm always looking at other people's jewelry, and I just consider that an occupational thing because I love jewelry and, you know, like looking at what everyone wears. And I'm amazed how many people wear jewelry that spins around their finger. It's all the time, every day. I can't think of a day when I don't encounter a woman who's wearing a ring and it's spinning and it's spinning and it's upside down and the stone is under here. And I'm, oh my gosh, why does it feel weird? Sometimes some women have to go up a little size because of the knuckle being a little larger. So sometimes going up a little bit in size, and then that's why it spins. Or, you know, then you're buying other rings and you're doing all these contraptions inside of it. This is a ring that can solve that because I see this issue with women every single day. So having a design like this keeps it just where it should be, so there's never any of that topsy-turvy. Like a carousel is great, but it shouldn't be happening with your rings on your hand. So this is where it is stunning, and that design will help if that's something that you wrestle with a little bit. It is going to help with a design like that. Let's take a look at it. It's not $4,500 or $4,000 or $3,999. I got to take it lower. Really going out on a limb here on our Tanzanite with those big pear-shaped diamonds and taking it significantly less than $39,000 or $29,000. Uh-oh, now we got a 509 for under $3,000. Uh-oh, that's definitely not supposed to happen on a 5 carat in the Museum Reserve in a classic, a true classic. This is not $29,000. I will keep going lower. Come on in. This is the moment. It's not $29,000 or $28,000 or $2,799. I'm thinking $2,777 might just get everybody in an all-out frenzy. Instead, we're going to go even lower for you. There is just a beautiful blue wing waiting to add to the collection to get the very best. The red's coming all the way out, glowing all the way to the sides of that stone. And it's not $26.99 or $25.99. We are truly doing a number on this value. And yet, for somebody who says, yep, classic is what I like, give me the big chunky diamonds, I want the really impressive, great color, you know what, I'll make it $2,499. That's it. Stays in white on this one because it's got to go with those white diamonds and show those off. We don't want to add any body color to those diamonds. That's the way to go. $2,499. 60 seconds on that one. We are about to recap our deal of the day, which was our tremendous diamond bangle that has some of the ultimate in diamond value we've ever had. I know it's not inexpensive, but it's definitely for what it is. It is the greatest value. Maybe you've had a little chance to research it and look into what diamonds like this are going for elsewhere and how much more you would be looking at spending. But we're going to give you our last call on that diamond bangle. There is only one left. We've got 30 minutes left to go. We still have a couple other rings to actually recap for you, like aqua, rubellite, diamond earrings, amethyst, and kunzite coming up as well. And then anything else you'd like to request, please do so. But that is the $2,499 Tanzanite deal. What a great look in that stone. And then, of course, there's going to be also a little surprise here at the end of the show. Plus, we also have last call on the 3-stone bezel set that goes with the bangle and the Paraiba. The Paraiba is pretty amazing. And if you want the Paraiba, it's the carat 66. This is the blue green we've had today. That is that carat 66 size with the 145 in diamonds. Let's do our bangle recap. This is it. We're not going to wait till the end of the show because it's not going to last till the end of the show. Quite simply, with 29 minutes left, if you have been giving it some consideration all week long, well, since Friday night, I've been able to wear this beautiful bangle. This is one of our very, very best in diamonds. We've been making diamond jewelry. It's really our all-time classic bestsellers are our diamond pieces. White diamonds are pretty straightforward. They're beloved by one and all, and yet we are so proud of this 4 carat 53. It's a masterpiece. It really is. It is the big, beautiful style. This is a little bit of a misnomer is not the proper word, but it's a little misleading, and in a good way, because this is, if I told you this was 15 carats, you'd believe it. If I told you it was 13 carats, you'd believe it, because the look of this bangle is with the ovals and the bezel setting, they look like at least 1 carat diamonds. I would argue even maybe a little larger. There are 13 stones going across your wrist in a bangle style, which is easy on, easy off. It is our last one though. The 2 went out very quickly when we first presented it a couple of hours ago. Now you have at least 35 points per diamond. There is no way If you are familiar with 35-point diamonds, let's say you have them in earrings or accent stones in rings, this is not a 35-point diamond. I know how this works, but I gotta say, I am tempted to literally take every single one of those out, remove them from their bezels, melt it down, and literally weigh every diamond, because I'm having a hard time even believing it. They look like 1 carats. And again, everything we know about diamonds, everything we know about the tricks of the diamond trade, ovals are gonna look bigger, the bezel sets make them look double. That is all what's contributing to this massive bracelet look. In a bangle, in solid gold, finished on the inside. White, yellow, or rose are available. There is one more we can do. To be honest, it's not made up unless you need this white gold, but I think we already had the white gold go out. We waited on the other 2, not knowing what you'd like. We didn't know if everybody would want rose or if everybody would want yellow. We started with 3. That means the diamond's enough to make 3 bracelets. That's it, because 13 times 3. So that's all the diamonds we could compile of a VS matching quality. Take a look at it. We'll try it on. Because really, honestly, that's the way you need to see it. It doesn't matter what it looks like on a wheel. That's not where it's going to be. It's going to be right here. And by the way, hinged on the side, it literally takes 2 fingers to press that, click it closed, and done. It is our last call on this bangle. I do believe if you sleep on it, as they like to say, you're not going to get one. I don't know what else I can tell you, except this is last call. It's an average size, so it's going to fit anywhere between a 6.5 and 7.5 inch bracelet, rare. It's going to be 4.5 carats, but in no way looks like that, because it looks like 1 carat, 1 carat, 1 carat, 1 carat, all times 13. And they're bezel set, and it's smooth. This is the other thing I love about bezels, is not only the way it's making those diamonds look so massive, but the fact that it's smooth. So against a silk, against lace, against denim, I don't care what it is. You can be wearing a suit of armor, whatever it is. I don't want prong scratching or snagging. I don't want my jewelry fighting with clothes. I don't want anything that's gonna pinch or be sharp on my skin. Yes, thank you. So here's what I'm gonna do on this one. We have Tanzanite, we're verifying on Tanzanites here. Let's get this last bangle out the door, and this is your last chance, last call. Here's what I would encourage you to also do. Get it home. You have a money-back guarantee. So let us send it to you and then examine it. Wear it, try it, feel it, close it, open it, wear it, enjoy it. All of those things before you decide, because it is a considered purchase, there's no doubt about it. It's a huge bracelet. It's a lot of gold. It is I literally did the wholesale math, and to show you how on point we are with wholesale, the math that I did on the basic intrinsic from my best wholesaler downtown to the gold to I did not factor any labor, was $16,100. We had it for $16,999, and that's what I should have been asking today. And this again is your closure. There's a little textured button, so that's where you're gonna press it down. Once you do press it down, it opens up. You can open it up wide, you can open it up narrow, whatever you wanna do. Yes? Okay, there you put your wrist in, you close it, snap it, locked, done. And that's what it looks like from a distance. And whether you're stacking it and layering it with other pieces or not, it is a beauty. And it is large, and I am not a small person. And look at how big. I make all jewelry look tiny compared to when you get it home and you go, whoa. I've had people return things because they said it looked totally normal on her. And in me, it's like wearing a dinner plate. People have said that on rings before. I gotta tell you, it is a large bangle. And if that keeps you out of it, that's okay. I just know that this is what we haven't brought. I've had so many, hundreds of different bangles that have had a carat or under in diamond weight. This is obviously the big one. This is the one we've been waiting for. And this is the one that, you know, true story, I wish I had it here. It's sold out, so I can't show it. I can't fabricate it. But I had a 9-carat round brilliant tennis bracelet the other day. It was only a few weeks ago. You remember it? It was a 9-carat, I want to say 930, 930, 960, something in that range. It was almost 10 carats in diamonds. It was double this. If I had that bracelet sitting right beside it, it would look like it was nothing. That's how big and bold this is. And again, I wish I could show these all to you. The fact is, most of our bracelets are sold out. And yet, this is that, my point is, the big look that gives you a bigger look than what you're gonna get with a 10-carat bracelet or any tennis bracelet because of the bezels. Basket settings are not gonna give you the look of a bezel. And all that, $16,999 went out the door because I wanted to give you a value. 2 are gone, 1 is left, that is it forever. You've got 23 minutes of airtime to think about it. Or actually with this one, it's probably not gonna last 23 minutes. I would be highly doubtful it will. It is not even $10,000, Tony. It's going lower. You know what we did. For anybody, though, who didn't see it because you were watching football and you were trying to root on your team, here's what I'm doing in our last 23 minutes that we have for the week. I am making this better than 10,000, 9,000, 8,000, and better than 7. This is, and all I can do is share with you 25 years of selling diamond jewelry. This is the value. It is $6,999 for this incredible bracelet. And listen, if you want to say, let me put $3,500 on one card and $3,500 on another, okay, fine, go ahead. No problem. If that makes it more doable, let's do it, because that opportunity is what you do not have. I can speak for 9 years of being here almost to the day. Don't have anything like this, have not had anything like this prior to today. And again, easy on, easy off. It aligns, it clicks, it's done. You have 2 figure eights, of course. If I was leaving out, to live life, I would be locking those figure eights as well, just to ensure it's not going anywhere. But look at that great style. And again, classic solid gold, of course, our white, yellow, or rose, that is your option to take advantage of it for $69.99. Why wait? Get it at home, then decide, because that is one of those ultimate high-level values. Okay, and they're all VS diamonds as well, and we do appreciate that also. And of course, you don't have to worry about your diamonds. They're tough as nails and really tougher. They're tougher because they're the hardest natural substance on earth. So you have nothing to worry about there. And we do have that green diamond coming up. Judith, we'll show that to you. It's kind of a neon green. It's a 21 pointer. We will share that with all of our friends here who love jewelry. And then we'll do our official all recap. We'll show you everything that is still left from the show. And there are a few different rings, so we'll share those with you. It's going to be time, though, to show the big, this is a really important green diamond. It's a very neon green. It's very bright. This is not like those mossy greens that we see. It doesn't resemble emerald or Savarite. It's going to be that more neon material. Look at that, but it's still a green. And it's going to be 112-9513. Allow me to walk over here and come in a little closer for you to see what that's all about. A great looking, look at that green. Isn't that wild? It is. It's like Gatorade green. That's what I'd call it. It's going to be 112-9513. 21-point pear shape in the middle, 28 points in the diamonds, double halo and diamonds in the bail. And we are going to blow it out right now. First caller. Yep, this was one. I just gave it a little flash. That is just amazing, isn't it? So 9513 on this one, and one bangle left, and then we'll do our ring recap, and we'll see what else. If there's anything else I can show you, it doesn't need to be from this show. You can always call me and let me know what you want to see before we go. But I wouldn't wait on anything, because you know how quickly things go, especially even at the end and after the show, because we're here a long, long time on Saturdays and Sundays just to cool the phone lines down. But here we go on this one. A major piece. This is 28 points in the side diamonds, and that is a natural green diamond. Yes. I'm sorry, did I not tell you what it was? Green diamond, yeah. But again, kind of that neon. There's all different colors because they are natural. This is Mother Nature. In the same way that I can have green eyes and you can have green eyes, they're probably still not the same color green. Same with diamonds. This is more of, instead of those brown greens or mossy greens, it definitely has that brightness to it. It's very neon, and it's got a good size bail. I'll show it to you from a distance here on the hand. We'll give you a length measurement, try it on, and that is natural, yes, unheated, untreated, like all of those fancy diamonds we bring you. And I'll blow it out right now. No, it's not going to be $11,999. 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. We'll take a look at it on the neckline. Give you the great value. I would just wear that every day. Every single day. And don't forget, I hear we're verifying on the last bangle. Oh my goodness, come on in. Or maybe not, maybe we'll find out. I can't tell who's on what. We got a lot of diamond pieces being discussed right now. And this green diamond pendant, no longer $11,999. That price is going away. This is seriously one of the coolest stones I think we've had, because we brought you a lot of cool fancy colors, mostly yellows, pinks, some oranges, browns. This is just rare. I'll make it better than even $5,000. End of the show's here. We have 19 minutes left. We got to move. It is not going to be even 5 or 4 or 3. I'm going to make it $29.99. First caller on that one. $29.99 on a nearly 1/4 carat green diamond. Very special. That is wild. I know these are not, I know they're not the ordinary basics. You know, if it was a 21-point white diamond, I could do it for $2,000. But it's a 21-point ultra rare green, so it makes it a whole different level. It's gone. Congratulations. Let's do our recap here, because I've shown you all the new jewelry. So let's show you what we have remaining that on a busy Sunday you may have missed, and there's still a couple of things to think about. I'll try on the bangle, of course, for you again here, but we got some rings on the way. So this is part of a Best of Blues blowout we did. It's Sierra Santa Maria Aqua, a 2-carat 28. They will all go by the end of the day, no question. There's our rubellite that is copper bearing. We also have a gorgeous, I know there's not much to recap actually. There's going to be an amethyst here, and then a quick kunzite, and that's about it. Just not a lot left from the show, but there's our trillion cut. I can also bring out anything from Friday or Saturday as well. Here's our, ooh, love the solitaire. I still love the solitaire kunzite here with the diamonds around the edge. That's going to be our solitaire kunzite. That's $9.99, stays in white gold. We have the amethyst, so front row is going to be under $1,000 here because the amethyst is only $888. The kunzite on the right side is only $9.99. And then we've got this amazing Paraiba, $166, bright neon. Do you see how the Paraibas, they're blue greens, they differ from a straight up blue. And well done on the green diamond pendant, thank you. And then the bangle I'll be trying on. Did you still get that green diamond? Who got it? Thank you so much. Thanks so much. Thank you, Edward. Enjoy. And then we've got also, oh, one more thing here. We've got the Congolese that was new today. This is just quite a color. I don't know, this makes me feel like it's Easter Sunday. Look at all the great colors, right? Suddenly I feel like I should get, you know, my Sunday best on, my Easter colors, and look at all those bright, fabulous colors we have here. Paraiba, rubellite. So the two in the back corners, those are copper bearing blue-green, copper bearing rubellite. The two on the sides here, so the amethyst and the kunzite, those are under $1,000. This is that Congolese stone that gives you a little more green-blue, but still a combination of that Congolese stone's incredibly affordable. We did that for $1888. That's part of a brand new selection. And then I do want to show you the bangle and some diamond earrings that I had earlier as well, that are fabulous because they're a really different style of a hoop, and that'll be it for what's available in the show from today. An entire 3 hours boils down to this. So we'll show you some hoops here as well, and that's going to be item number 1127846. I will show you there what we've got. These are wild hoops. They're just so different in that they are still a diamond hoop, so that sounds pretty straightforward, and then you see them and you realize, oh no, that's a really cool, unique style here that we have in an oval shape, and see the difference with the bigger diamonds clustered together in the center point. They have bigger diamonds up top and at the bottom, but then of course you've got that detail there as well that is so nice, and they'll move less if I put them in the skinny part of the tweezers here. So you can see them together, but look at that. And those are $999, by the way, for those hoops. So very, very important, and only in white gold, just the one pair. There's 44 points in diamonds. You can see them there. They're an oval, actually. So an oval shape. They actually have that hinge in the back, so it's kind of like a lever back style. And then there will be that almost a half carat, but it looks like you have one bigger rhombus cut diamond in the middle, which I think is what makes this a kind of a fresh take on a hoop. So $999 there in the white gold, and then of course there is the bangle that goes with absolutely everything. So the diamond hoops, whoa, wow, look at that. For about, for $8,000, you'd have the whole set. $69.99 for the bangle. The gorgeous hoop earrings, wow, are those earrings special at $9.99, and look like they just look like a little more textured and a little more detailed, and just not your straight up and down round brilliant diamond hoop. But the bracelet is $69.99, the hoops are $9.99, and then we'll go back to our rings and take a look. And then it looks like I'm gonna have to go bring out some other jewelry, perhaps maybe a little preview of some next week items, because that is our show and we still got 15 minutes. And so anything up there, all of course the beautiful rings that we've had, the earrings are here for $9.99, pick those up. The bracelet is $69.99, last one. And then we'll see what else we can show you here. There is a really fabulous way to get a orange tourmaline. I don't know if our gal is still with us. I kind of love, do you guys remember way back earlier today, we had this gorgeous kind of sunset color of tourmaline. There's a pendant here. I wasn't supposed to show this today, but look at this pendant. It kind of matches. It's a cushion cut instead of a round, but it's a square cushion cut, so it still works. And that is that gorgeous pinky golden color again. So kind of an orange pink combination in that tourmaline. That is a $575 stone in the yellow gold, or change it, because I know the ring we had was in the white gold. We can do that right now, and it's a $575 with the diamond weight of 13 points. I can do that one for, you know what, I'll blow it out for $19.99 if you want that pendant. And that is a tourmaline as well. We saw a ring, pretty similar colors earlier today. So you can go ahead and grab that. Now I'll walk you through what the prices are here. $888 for the amethyst, trillion, $999 for the kunzite. This is a $49.99 copper-bearing rubellite versus a $9,999 blue-green, $19.99 for the aqua, $1888 for the Congolese. And that is where we stand on rings. Then we've got that bangle, $69.99, last one. Do not let, I know everyone's probably waiting for the very last literal minute. Give us a call if you want that big bangle. Those hoop earrings for $9.99 are incredible. We also have the really important, I will say that sphene that was brought up by request is also still here. If you'd like the sphene, yes. You got it. Diamond earrings are verifying as well. 7846 is your item number there. And let's take a look at our rings. Again, walk you through the price tags one more time because they're all over the map. We've got everything $99.99 or less. So we'll walk you through what's what. And then we still got that Tourmaline pendant that I just brought in. And then, of course, $99.99, $49.99. Then we'll go in descending order here. $19.99, $18.88. You can choose something for under $1,000. It would be either the Kunzite at $9.99 or the Amethyst. Very big 5 carat plus amethyst, trillion cut, and that's only $888. Our most affordable option up there is the amethyst in the white gold. So last chance, last call. You know what else I'm going to blow out? Look at this necklace. I'm going to get into some pieces that aren't even scheduled for today and show you just some gimmies. These are called gimmies. It's just a real quick way to go to get you something really fantastic. I have got a necklace here that I'm going to have to unfurl because it's actually a style you can kind of change up, and unfortunately the chain is all wrapped around with it. Okay, so I have fixed it, and now we're good because this is actually a necklace you can wear 2 different ways. I love this style. Look at this from a distance. It kind of is like the floral smile, but then you can actually put the pieces together. Let me show you how that's done. Is it actually linking or is there a little magnet? I forget every time. It can link up. So you can wear it actually together like this, or you can wear it open like that. Okay, so I probably think we're going to wear it open like that. It looks like almost like a star meets a floral, if you will. And there's all going to be, let me just give you a quick item number here. It's 112-2138. That is a necklace not scheduled for today. Let's just blow it out. 18 inches in length. Adjustable oh, that's good. The adjustability is good because you might want to wear that shorter or longer. So you can cinch it in. You can go 18 inches at maximum length or shorter as you like. Spring ring closure, diamond cut chain. That is 18 karat solid gold and 50 points in diamonds. Let's take a look at it on though, because we all want to see that. How's it going to look just that way? And then of course you can bring it more like a V shape, or it almost forms almost like a marquise opening, if you will. And this feels like that floral type of collar. It's $999. Just go try it. Just because we need some affordability today. $999. And 2 different ways to wear it because you can cinch it in as I was doing earlier. We make it a totally different, more elongated type of style as well. But to get half carat in diamonds, and I'll show it up close as well. Let's float it in front of all these rings here so you can see where the diamonds are at. But for those of you that have loved those smile designs we've done in the past, look at this. It's like florals on the vine, and then they're all a little bit different. Some are like snowflakes because they're all diamonds. The others are more mirror finished. How is this $999 for 18 karat solid? And that adjustability that's giving you as well. So one more time on the hand here, because that should definitely go. And then you see how you can make it a little wider. You can make it a little bit more, again, kind of play with it. It'll kind of adapt to your neckline, just depending on the length of your neckline. So that's going to be $999, just one, and that should be gone. I think it is. So we'll go back to our rings here, and I'll see what else I can show you. But again, 2 ways to wear it. You attach it together, and then when you actually cinch it together, it kind of snaps closed, and then you can wear it more upright. It's the coolest thing. It really is. It's a fun necklace and gives you a lot of versatility to it as well. So that necklace is 112-2138 for whomever's getting that. And then I'll see what else we can pop in for some interest here. There is a really good sapphire piece here. It's a pendant, and there's 2 different ways to get sapphires and diamonds here. Let's show you the first. And we're just going to, again, give away some necklaces here. Why not? Love chains with pendants. Thank you. The necklace, you got it. That necklace is gone. And then let me show you a couple more here. We've got another necklace here. I'll just go to necklaces. So we have our ring wheel, and then we've got the necklaces. This is yellow sapphires and diamonds. And then I have a blue sapphire and diamond option. So I'll show them both to you, and we'll give them away. The pendant is going to be the blue sapphire. It doesn't come with a chain. The other one is attached to the chain. So this is going to be the blue sapphire and diamond option. And then we've got the larger. Don't they kind of feel similar in style? They're very heavy, I will say that. This is our platinum piece with a sapphire. It's a blue sapphire in the middle, carat 14, and diamonds around it. We got 9 minutes to go. This is the 50-point diamond weight. That is $16.99. So is this yellow sapphire and diamond and 18-karat gold necklace. Either way, $1,699, whether you want the sapphire piece in platinum or you want the yellow sapphires, which are actually princess cuts that are set beautifully in a channel. Diamond cut chain comes with it. This is a gorgeous longer chain. So you can get the yellow sapphires in yellow gold or the blue sapphire in the platinum. $16.99, your choice. They kind of feel like those similar styles where they're definitely bold, they're definitely heavy. Yes, the platinum does not come with a chain. The yellow gold does, yes. Which one? I'm sorry, it's already sold. Yeah. There we go. So $16.99 on either of those. Let's go back to the wheel, and I'll show you a quick close-up glance here. There's the blue sapphire, so you can see how that texture is done. And then the diamonds are actually the halo, and then a few extra up top. Here is that yellow gold with the yellow sapphires and the diamonds. Here's that designer design. Look at that. All those beautiful sapphires that go from lighter to darker. And then that ribbon design. How about that for a look? So that's also 18 karat gold. So two great options, $16.99. And then here are our rings. So again, last chance, last call. Okay, we're loving the under 1,000. I gotcha. I don't think I have much else here, but we'll see if we have anything else that we could do at a great, oh, look at this. Well, this is a big diamond necklace, but still can blow it out here for you. There's a huge diamond centerpiece. This is also one full necklace instead of a pendant with a chain. It's an entire necklace with a yellow diamond center stone. Let's give this away for the end of the day because we're 7 minutes away from close. This is 112-7590. 18 karat gold and 14 karat gold. And it's a 1 karat natural yellow in the middle with 75 points in white diamonds around it. And this is your adjustability. It's got the extender, so it can go 16 to 18 or anywhere in between. Wait till you see this on the neckline. We're going to give it away. Yellow diamond in the middle, white diamonds around it. These bar links that make up the necklace, which is really like having a collar. And the piece is no longer $12,999 either. And you'll see the close-up as well. But that is adjustable from here to here. That's what it looks like from a distance. Here's what it looks like up close. And the whole piece is $2,999 instead. $29.99. And I'm showing it so you can see that yellow diamond really, really well, which is a 1 karat center on its own. And then the diamonds up top. The diamonds that create that natural V shape to it so that that pendant, or again, doesn't remove. It's all one piece. It's all a full necklace. But that is $175 in diamonds, tons and tons of gold. And look at that clasp enclosure and all the adjustability it brings as well. All right, so last call. We've got 5.5 minutes left, and this whole wheel of rings should be cleared by the time we get to the end of the show at 1 o'clock Pacific. So this is definitely time now to dial in and get your favorites. And remember, we've got all those necklaces. It's the yellow sapphires. It's the blue sapphire and platinum. We have the diamond I just showed you. Whatever you need, we got it. But call quickly because this is when we get real busy. And then, of course, my last bangle, come on in. $69.99, last bangle here. Still, now it looks like we are verifying on this now. Call me. That is such a winner. And all of those diamonds, they look like 1 carats or more. There's 453. It's $69.99. Please take a look at what gold bangles by themselves are going for. That's a price for a gold bangle right now in 14 karat gold of that size with no diamonds. To get 4.5 carats, and I know we're verifying on this one, so let me know. I won't show it once it's gone. Promise you that. But we are 5 minutes away from this show signing off. We don't see you Monday. We don't see you Tuesday. We see you Wednesday at 5. Look at this wheel again, though, of all of our rings. So our ring assortment is here. Our yellow diamond necklace is verifying. The bangle, last one, verifying. This is it. Your call, your chance, your pick it up and then get it at home, then decide. See what it's all about, then decide if it's for you or not. That's what our money back guarantee is there for. So that there's urgency now shopping the show with the one of a kinds, but you've got all that time to think about it once it's arrived, once it's at home, once you're wearing it. And that's really, really important. So feel free to do so. But here we are, last chance. This is our last of the rings from the show. Yes, we did. We had the 3-stone ring. Here it is. Yeah. Go ahead. Uh-huh. Yes. What else? Okay, thank you so much. And by the way, this is the ring that goes with the bangle. Just in case you missed it on Friday night when it debuted, here's the set together. And if you already picked it up, that's what you can expect if you do choose to get the bangle, because there's the 3-stone ring, there's the bangle that matches, which is verifying there. Unless, Allison, do you have it, or Jason, do you have it? Let me know. Who's got the bangle? Because once that bangle's gone, I got to take it off, and we're only now 3.5 minutes away from close. So this is the ring. By the way, the ring, 3-stone style, 40 point in the middle, 30 on the sides, and that is going to be 1 carat total weight, white, yellow, or rose. The ring is $13.99. So you can have the whole set there for basically, what? It'd be like $8,400, not even, to get the whole set. So there's the ring that's designed to match. We had the necklace yesterday. The necklace is $9.99 if you'd like to inquire about it. It was a 40-point center. But we do have the ring for $13.99. The last bangle is $69.99. And here we go. Last chance, last call on our show. We have 3 minutes left. I just want to see the bangle. I don't know about you guys, but I want to see the 3-stone ring and bangle together. That's what I'm loving. I'm loving those two. Loving those two together. Make sure you get in here. Last call on the show, 2.5 minutes or so. And yeah, there it is. Look at that. Just stunning. That collection together. Come on now. $69.99 for the bracelet. $13.99 for the ring. Oh my, you don't have to get them both, but what a set they make. 1 carat here, $453 here, 5.5 carats overall. Amazing, is it not? And that, I'm telling you, you're going to feel like royalty, because you look like you're wearing, you look like you're wearing 13 carats in diamonds at least. Every one of those ovals looks like a 1 carat or larger. So that's the look it gives you. Go ahead, Allison. Question? Are you getting a nothing? Okay. Not yet. Let's take another look at the rings up close as well. I'll walk you through those price tags one more time and let me know what you'd like to see before we go. You still got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to shop. 2 minutes to grab last call. This is it, and get them home. See what you think. That's what you have to do right now. It's $888 for the Amethyst, $1888 for the Congo, $999 for the Kunzite Solitaire, why is this aqua here? $19.99 for an emerald cut aqua, $228 in size, well over a carat in diamonds. There's our rubellite. It's our copper bearing rubellite, super rare, and that one is only $49.99. And this blue green Tourmaline is Paraiba. That is the 1 carat 66 with over a carat. It's actually a carat 45 in diamonds. It's $99.99. Don't forget, we see you guys on Wednesday. It's Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, 5 to 8 Pacific. Saturday and Sunday daytime, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. Those are our 5 shows per week here at TVON. Monday and Tuesday are off. So we hope you all have a wonderful couple of days until we see you again on Wednesday night at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You can call us. We are still here for a few minutes after we go off the air. So if there's anything that needs to be discussed, or you have further questions, or want to check on availability, or more importantly, get your last call on these one-of-a-kinds, this is when you need to do it. 45 seconds remaining. Thank you so much, everybody. Well done. So glad you were able to be with us today. See these values, shop these extraordinary items. It has been an extraordinary day for value. And we, again, look forward to seeing you here Wednesday night. Don't forget, mark those, set those calendars, mark those alarms, or reverse that. So that's what you want to do. That was like Willy Wonka style. Switch that, reverse it. Anyway, thanks everybody for being with us. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, a great Monday and Tuesday till we reconvene again Wednesday night. I will see you then. Thank you so much. I'm Lauren Blair. I'm your host here at TVON. Thank you so, so much. We all thank you for watching and shopping. We wish you a wonderful rest of your day. We encourage you to keep calling. We're still here. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for watching.